Some killers burst into the public eye. Others take their time. This story didn't start with flashy headlines or manhunts, but instead it began years earlier, born of instability and life lived on the fringes. And by the time anyone realized what was going on, it was too late. The damage had been done, and people disappeared from places meant to be peaceful getaways. Wooded trails meant for connection and reflection became scenes of horrific violence, begging the question, who was out there, and how many more would he claim? This is Gary Michael Hilton. Crime, conspiracy, cults, serial killers, and murder, all things that I love to consume, and I know you do too, you sick, twisted, beautiful, intellectually minded freak. And today we are diving into a lesser known but very infamous serial killer. So without further ado, let's unbuckle our seatbelts, go Mach 5 down the highway, slam on the brakes, and bust through this windshield into this national forest serial killer together. So between researching these cases and work in general and just life in general, there's one thing I don't really have time for, and that is to go shopping or go to the mall. Who's doing that these days? Not to mention I have social anxiety, so it's just not my cup of tea. And also, I don't have the best fashion sense, necessarily. I don't really know how to put a good outfit together. So all of these reasons combined are why I'm currently obsessed with our sponsor, Daily Look. Now, Daily Look is the #1 highest rated premium personal styling service for women. And here's what makes it different. You get your own dedicated personal stylist, a real human being, not some algorithm who curates a box of clothes based on your body, your preferences, and your lifestyle. And you get the same stylist every time, so they actually learn what you love. So you try on up to 12 pieces at home, keep what you want, and then send back the rest. Free shipping both ways. It's genuinely so easy. And it's fun. You get a little surprise box that someone curated for you. It's like Christmas every time you get it. And I'm currently wearing one of the Daily Look outfits that was sent to me, and I love it. I would never have been able to find this sweater anywhere, and I think it's so cute, and it's so comfy. And it came with these super cute cream linen pants. It's cold right now, so I'm not wearing them right now, but they're so cute. And I've worn some of my daily looks in previous episodes. So if you're like me and you want to at least feel like you have your life put together by having an outfit that's put together right, head to dailylook.com and use code CCCM for 50% off your first order. That's dailylook.com, code CCCM for 50% off. But seriously, it is such a nice service, so make sure to check it out. Thank you so much to Daily Look for sponsoring this video and supporting the channel, and let's get back to it. Gary Michael Hilton was born in Atlanta, Georgia on November 22nd, 1946. And he was an only child. First red flag. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And his parents divorced while he was very young, and his biological father had a military background and was mostly absent from Gary's life, eventually starting another family. And his mother, Cleo, remarried a man named Nilo DeBog. So with his real dad out of the picture, Hilton was left under the authority of a stepdad who would be a central figure in his childhood trauma. Now, Gary's home life was horrible, and as later described by psychiatrists who evaluate him, his stepfather was emotionally abusive, directing his anger towards both Gary and his mother, because he required perfection and told Gary that he should quit school and join the workforce as he did when he was a kid. And at one point, his stepfather gave Gary a beautiful jacket that he later tore up to discipline him. And Cleo also never formed a loving relationship with her son, appearing to mostly side with his stepfather, Nilo, and distancing herself from Gary completely. And he would later say that he couldn't remember ever being hugged by his mother as a child, which is really sad. Though some reports note that there was a possibility of sexual abuse between them as well, but that is unconfirmed. But that parental rejection would stay with him, and as a young boy, Gary became socially isolated, struggling to connect with other people and preferring to spend time alone. And he preferred animals to people, especially dogs, finding in them the sort of companionship he was never quite able to get at home. And to add injury to insult, Gary suffered major head trauma around age 10 when a folding Murphy bed fell on him, tearing his scalp open. and the resulting surgery required more than 200 stitches, and he spent a significant amount of time in the hospital recovering. And specialists would later note that this type of damage, especially to the frontal lobe, as we've seen in other serial killers, can affect impulse control and emotional regulation, and even more so to children, as these parts of the brain do not fully develop until adulthood. So by his early teens, Gary's home situation had reached a breaking point, and Cleo and Nilo had separated for a bit, but Nilo, his stepfather, would regularly come back around and beg for her back. And one of these times, Gary faced Nilo in a direct confrontation as a result of years of abuse and tension, and he threatened to shoot Nilo if he didn't leave. And Nilo grabbed a mattress and placed it between them, taunting Gary to shoot him. So Gary then shot his stepdad through the mattress with a shotgun, and at this point, he was only 13 to 14 years old. Unfortunately, Nilo survived and chose not to press charges, because he asked him to shoot him. It's just, no wonder this kid grew up up. Like, my gosh. There's obviously, I have empathy for the kid and everything. It does not in any way, shape, or form make up for the stuff that he did or overshadows the crimes that he committed. He's still today's piece of shit. But for a kid to grow up like that, I can't even imagine. And Cleo chose once again to side with her husband over her son. And then Gary was sent into foster care, living with a neighboring family for a time. So he shot his stepdad because his stepdad told him to, and then they sent him away. I feel like he could have used some help from his family and from professional, but what do I know, Different time. So Thomas Pearshoe, his foster father, took him under his wing. And as a military man, like Gary's biological father, Thomas gave him a glimpse of a structured and disciplined life, later noting that though Gary pushed boundaries sometimes, he didn't see anything outside of what he considered normal teenage behavior. So Thomas spent time with him, taking him fishing and going to see his band play. And Gary supposedly was a decent drummer. And eventually, Cleo left her abusive marriage and took Gary back into the household. But by then, the damage had already been done, and despite the much healthier situation in the Pearshoe household, the sense of abandonment and instability from his mother had cemented itself in Gary's mind. And throughout his childhood, those that knew him described Gary as intelligent, but unfocused and stubborn. So despite his alleged genius-level IQ, some sources say as high as 150, an old friend from school later recounted that he was seen as an underachiever, and by his late teens, Gary had no stable family relationships or strong emotional ties, and he increasingly felt disconnected from the world around him. So in February of 1964, when he was just 17 years old, Gary enlisted in the U.S. Army, and it's unclear exactly how he got in, whether he lied about his age or got parental consent, but he got in nonetheless, and was now placed within a world of structure that he had only gotten a taste of while living in foster care. So at first, he seemed to adapt well, and he completed basic training and allegedly earned his GED while in the service, since he had left high school early to enlist. And he demonstrated that he was a competent soldier, following orders and even receiving attention from his superiors due to his intelligence. So this first enlistment ended without incident on December 2nd, 1965. And the very next day, he re-enlisted for a second time. So his aptitude for the service was noted, and he was considered for special forces and assigned to the Davy Crockett Platoon, which was a highly secretive nuclear weapons unit. So during his time abroad, stationed in Germany, he met a local woman and married her. And some sources say her name was Ursula, but that's not confirmed. But this was the beginning of a pattern he would repeat throughout his adult life with relationships, fizzling out just as quick as they began. And despite the promising outlook of his current circumstances, something was unraveling beneath the surface, and Gary's mental health began to take a turn for the worst. So by 1967, he started to experience severe psychiatric symptoms, including hearing voices and other symptoms of psychosis, and he would be hospitalized for more than a month as doctors attempted to assess what was wrong with him. And later, psychological evaluations would diagnose him with schizoaffective disorder and antisocial personality disorder. And in the end, the structured military life proved not quite enough to help him handle the issues within that had been growing since his childhood. and the emotional and physical trauma appeared to fully come together during this time. So Gary was no longer fit for service, and he was discharged early from the Army for unsuitability on July 14th, 1967. Though this is technically still an honorable discharge, the reason was psychiatric due to Hilton's undesirable character traits. And he would later describe his military training as what allowed him to separate killing from morality, which later courts would condemn as offensive to those veterans who still obey the rules of law. So Hilton returned from service as a young man at only 21 years old, and the Army had equipped him with a newfound discipline and survival skills, but he was living with untreated mental illness and trauma. But still, he had a new wife and a chance to start his own life outside the bounds of troubled home, foster care, or the military. But regular civilian life didn't seem to suit him, and though it didn't remove his problems, the structure of the Army seemed to hold him together more so than he thought. And after leaving, he settled into a pattern of instability with a number of short-lived relationships. So the marriage to his wife from Germany ended abruptly, and he found himself quickly getting married to a woman named Sue in 1969, and they were together for barely 2 years, divorcing in Florida in 1971. And then he tried again a few years later in August of 1977 when he married Dina Avon Bowe in Georgia. But this marriage fell apart even faster than the last, with the divorce happening by May of the following year. And finally, in March 1979, Hilton married one last time to Betty Sue Edwards Galloway, and she was a security officer at Stone Mountain Park. And their marriage lasted only 7 months, ending in October of 1979. And notably, none of these relationships produced children, though some of them brought children in from previous relationships. And allegedly, Hilton actually molested a couple of these children. And this is where my empathy completely dissipates, because he is a monster. And this could be possibly an echo of what may have happened to him in his own childhood. But again, no excuses. Though other accounts demonstrate that he was actually a caring stepdad. And both of these things can be true in different marriages, but nothing is completely confirmed, so I just want to make that clear. So by his mid-30s, Hilton had given up on the idea of marriage. No shit, dude. You failed at that like 3-4 times. So he would live alone, moving wherever the situation took him. And he worked a series of average jobs, including manual labor and sales. And he even briefly qualified for a Florida chauffeur license, but that was lost after a DUI conviction in January of 1973, and his license was revoked and he never took steps to reinstate it. So throughout the 80s and 90s, Hilton steadily built himself a criminal record. And though violence wasn't included in these offenses, he was arrested for arson in 1982 and convicted of drug possession and carrying an illegal firearm in 1983. So he cycled through various arrests for theft, fraud, and deception over the next several years. And in 1987, he was charged with theft by deception and marijuana possession. And in 1994, he was accused of operating a fake charity scheme, which led to 21 counts of fraud. That's a new low, where he pleaded guilty and received probation. So time and time again, Hilton managed to avoid serious jail time through probations, keeping him significantly more mobile than a locked cell would. And his former attorney and friend Samuel Riel said that though he had, quote-unquote, some crookedness in him and a couple of screws loose, nothing about his behavior at the time suggested what he would later be known for. In fact, this attorney had a side gig of filmmaking that Hilton would find himself involved with. And it was a low-budget horror film called Deadly Run about a serial killer who abducted women and took them into the woods, where he would release and hunt them for sport. Very similar to the serial killer Robert Hansen, which I will cover soon. And Hilton pitched the idea and even found a remote cabin location in Georgia for filming the murder scenes. And of course, without the later context of his life, nothing about this was immediately alarming, but years later, it's quite prophetic. And with Hilton's eventual arrest, Riel was shocked, saying, quote, "I had no clue whatsoever. He was very nice to me and to everyone I knew, wonderful to animals. I had absolutely no fear of him," unquote. So we're going to see real quick why all of this is horribly ironic. So as he grew into his 50s, Hilton's life became more and more mobile. And through the late 1990s and mid-2000s, he worked on and off as a telemarketer and installation worker for a Georgia home improvement company owned by John Tabor. And Tabor even allowed him to live on some of his property for a while. And he described Hilton as a bit odd, but a hard worker who generally kept to himself and loved the outdoors. And around this time, Hilton decided that he'd rather live outdoors permanently. So he traveled to Southeast in a white Chevrolet Astro van, regularly camping in national forests and remote areas. The red flags are high in the sky. And always by his side, he had his trusty dog, Dandy, an Irish setter, and possibly a golden retriever mix. That was his only true family. So come 2007, those who saw him regularly noticed a change in him, and Hilton had been prescribed Ritalin in 2005 to help combat his lessening energy, despite him not having ADD, along with an antidepressant he was taking. So this combination of meds put him in a manic-like state, making him paranoid, irritable, and increasingly hostile, which is a big L on the doctor's side. Again, not making excuses for him, absolutely not, but that sucks. So at this point, he was described as belligerent and difficult to communicate with, likely to unleash rambling accusations and angry outbursts. And his relationship with Tabor soon fell apart, and Hilton accused Tabor of cheating him out of money and demanded payment in the amount of $10,000, threatening to kill him if he didn't pay up. So Tabor got in touch with police and started carrying a gun for protection. And he fired Hilton and cut all ties with him, later saying, quote, "I just can't ever imagine that someone I knew could be the heartless, brutal murderer that he appears to be," unquote. So by the end of that year, Hilton was unemployed, living on his own in the wilderness, and more mentally unstable than ever before from abuse. And this combination would soon turn deadly. So by 2007, the aforementioned lack of job stability and proper care for mental health pushed Hilton to the point of no return, and he would commit his first murder that we know of in his early 60s. So John Davis, or Jack Bryant, and his wife, Irene Woods Bryant, ages 80 and 84, were a retired couple from Western North Carolina who loved hiking. And they were known to live a very active lifestyle and had been married for almost 60 years. That is so sweet. So they would park their Ford SUV at the start of the trail and set out for another routine day hike in Pisgah National Forest on October 21st, 2007. But unfortunately, they would never return home. And when family members hadn't heard from the Bryants in over 2 weeks, they became concerned. And the couple was reported missing, and a search was started in the woods. And investigators soon found that on the day they disappeared, John had attempted to call 911 from his cell phone. And the call was abruptly ended, most likely due to poor reception, or perhaps something more sinister. And they also found the day after they went missing, someone had used the Bryant's ATM card to withdraw $300 in Ducktown, Tennessee, which was just across the state line. And surveillance footage showed an older white man covering his face and wearing a yellow raincoat. And after several days of looking, searchers found an older woman's body obscured by leaves and debris just off of a remote trail. And the cause of death would be bludgeoning. And the fact that the body had been partially hidden confirmed at least one thing. This was not an accident. And the body was soon identified as Irene. And because she was discovered on federal land, the FBI joined the investigation, offering a $10,000 reward for anyone who could provide information on who killed the Bryants. However, John was still missing. But over 3 months later, a hunter happened upon some human remains in Nantahala National Forest on February 3rd, 2008. Some 20 to 30 miles away from where Irene's body had been found. So a pelvis, skull, and spine were scattered about near a forestry road known as the Switchbacks. And testing confirmed that the remains did in fact belong to John. And the cause of death would be a shot to the head with a .22 caliber weapon. So local authorities and the FBI were on the search for the killer, but he would strike again. So 46-year-old Cheryl Hodges Dunlap was a nurse and Sunday school teacher from Crawfordville, Florida. And on December 1st, 2007, she drove to Leon Sink's geological area in the Apalachicola National Forest, as she often did, to read and enjoy the company of nature. And this, unfortunately, would be her last time doing so. Because after Cheryl didn't show up for church the next morning, family and friends immediately knew something was wrong, because she would never miss church without at least letting someone know about it. And on December 3rd, they reported her missing. And her Toyota Camry was found the same day, abandoned along a remote road not far from the forest. And the car had a flat tire, but there didn't appear to be any signs of struggle. And as the search for Cheryl grew more intense, investigators learned that her ATM card was being used, just like the victims before. And between December 2nd and 4th, someone had made 5 withdrawals in the total of $700 in the Tallahassee area. And surveillance footage of the withdrawals showed a man wearing gloves, a hat, and a mask to hide his identity. And 2 weeks after her disappearance, a hunter saw some buzzards circling near a forest road on December 15th. And beneath the trees, he made a horrific discovery. It was a headless body lying hidden from the pathway. And the body was also missing its hands. And DNA testing would later confirm that this body was the missing Cheryl. And her death was naturally determined to be a homicide. And the missing head and hands pointed towards an attempt to deny identification. And at this point in time, no public connection had been made to anyone or any sort of serial killings. But the brutality had alarms ringing behind the scenes. So at this point, they had no idea who could have done this. And then there was 24-year-old Meredith Hope Emerson, who was a University of Georgia graduate and a skilled hiker and martial artist. And she decided to hike the Blood Mountain Trail in Vogel State Park in the Chattahoochee National Forest with her dog Ella on New Year's Day 2008. And when Meredith didn't come home that evening, her friends got worried, and she was reported as a missing hiker the following day, and the desperate search began. And her 1995 Chevy Cavalier was found on January 3rd at the parking lot near the start of the trail. And on the trail nearby, they found some of her belongings mixed in with some other items, including her water bottle, a leash for Ella, a hair barrette, a police baton, and dog food scattered about. So the scene seemed to suggest a sudden interruption rather than an intentional disappearance. And investigators also learned that there had been several attempts to use her ATM card over the days following her disappearance, which was yet another detail pointing towards foul play and a pattern. So as the search for Meredith drew in more publicity, additional hikers began to come forward with important information. As several hikers recall crossing her path that day, in addition to a man who seemed to be walking along with her. And the man stood out for a number of reasons. First, he was significantly older than her, and second, like Meredith, he also had a canine companion with him. And two, he carried some high-end hiking gear, and notably, he also had a police baton on him. So clearly, this man seemed to be the last person seen near Meredith. So investigators now had an unidentified subject and were searching hard to bring him in for questioning. And fortunately, Hilton's former employer, John Tabor, had been watching the news and saw the coverage on Meredith's disappearance. And when he saw and heard the description of the suspect, he knew. And he immediately recognized him as Gary Hilton, an older man with a dog drifting through the woods. So Tabor quickly contacted the authorities and gave them Hilton's name, along with a description of his vehicle and a license plate number. What a goat. So they had enough to publicly label Hilton as a person of interest, and the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, or the GBI, did so promptly, and investigators were honing in. And on January 4th, a 911 call placed by a witness at a Chevron gas station in DeKalb County saying, quote, "The guy you are looking for is cleaning out his van," unquote. So police rushed to the scene, arriving to find none other than Hilton exactly as described, aggressively cleaning out his Chevy Astro van. And he appeared to be frantically doing so, like he was trying to remove evidence from the vehicle. Very subtle, my guy. So officers arrested him on the spot. And as investigators examined the van, they saw traces of blood present and that the rear seatbelt had been cut out. And they also found several items. Quote, "Items recovered from the van included clothing, jackets, gloves, camping equipment, duffel bags, 2 sleeping bags, high-tech boots, a camera, tobacco rolling papers, Hilton's Georgia driver's license, tape, paper, towels, maps, 2 BB pistols, a book purchased at a Tallahassee bookstore, and dog food," unquote. And when they canvassed the nearby area, they discovered what seemed to be damning evidence thrown into a nearby dumpster. One being Meredith's wallet and identification, and her fleece sweater covered in blood, and the seatbelt cut from the back of Hilton's van. And forensic testing would later confirm that the blood in the van matched Meredith's. And Hilton would be taken into custody and charged with kidnapping with intent to harm. But Meredith was still missing, and time was critical. So if there was any hope to find Meredith still alive, though at this point with his MO it didn't seem likely, they would have to move quickly. So as news of his arrest began to spread to other states, law enforcement in Florida and North Carolina started to see a pattern. Because there were just too many similarities between Meredith's case, Cheryl Dunlap's murder, and the Bryant's murder to ignore. All involved the wilderness, ATM withdrawals, and an older man who seemed to blend into his surroundings far too well. So cooperation between the states began quickly, sharing notes to connect any dot they possibly could. And the FBI again was involved due to the crimes committed on federal land and crossing state lines. Yet the priority was still on finding Meredith. And even with the evidence mounting against him, Hilton said very little behind bars. So something had to be done to move the situation forward. All right, raise your hand if you've been putting off a doctor's appointment. Yes, my hand's up too. Because usually when something feels off, I, like probably many of you, just doom scroll my symptoms at 2 a.m. until I've convinced myself it's either nothing or I'm dying. There's really no in between. But this year, we're gonna do better, okay? We're finding doctors we love on ZocDoc. Now, ZocDoc is a free app and website that helps you find and book high-quality in-network doctors. Someone you'll actually like, believe it or not. And you can search by specialty or symptom, read thousands of verified patient reviews, and see real-time availability and book instantly. So you're not playing phone tag back and forth with the offices. And appointments typically happen within 24 to 72 hours, and you can even get same-day visits. And I personally have used ZocDoc for almost a year now, and I now have a regular dentist, a regular family doctor, and I have a therapist. Needed that one. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/CCCM to find and instantly book a doctor you love today. That's ZocDoc.com/CCCM. Thank you so much to ZocDoc for sponsoring this video and supporting the channel, and let's get back to it. So Hilton was well aware of the leverage he possessed after his capture, and authorities had very strong evidence that he had abducted and hurt her, but it was unclear if she was still possibly alive. So now with her potentially stranded somewhere and bleeding, every passing hour mattered even more, and this pressure pushed prosecutors to place an offer at his feet. And if he agreed to fully cooperate by confessing and revealing where Meredith was, the state of Georgia would remove the death penalty as a possibility. And Hilton responded with a seemingly unusual request, but one that made sense after understanding his background, because he asked that his dog, Dandy, be placed in a good home. And they agreed, and the deal was finalized on January 7th. And Hilton led investigators to a remote spot in Dawson Forest Wildlife Management Area in North Georgia. And there, hidden beneath the leaves and brush, unfortunately, they discovered Meredith's body. And she had been decapitated. And the discovery sadly confirmed what investigators and her family had already begun to suspect. And Meredith would not be returning home alive. And the plea deal had not saved her life, but it had at least recovered her remains and spared her loved ones from uncertainty. And Hilton then gave his detailed confession. On New Year's Day, he had happened upon Meredith and Ella on Blood Mountain, and they walked together for a while, or at least in close vicinity, likely due to their shared dog experience. And Hilton eventually lured her away from the main trail and attempted to overtake her, and he was caught off guard by her ability to defend herself, because she was strong and she was very well trained. And it took a significant effort on his part, but over time he was able to overpower her and take her captive. And that's when Hilton moved her from campsite to campsite over the next several days while attempting to extract the information of her ATM card from her. And she insisted in every way that she could, even intentionally giving Hilton the wrong PIN numbers. which forced him to keep her alive longer as he repeatedly failed to use her ATM card without the correct PIN. And investigators believe that her resistance, both physically and mentally, were the keys to his capture. And come January 4th, he realized that Meredith was buying too much time and he was unlikely to break through to her. So he decided to kill her that day by repeatedly hitting her in the head with a tire iron. And he then removed her head in an attempt to prevent her identification and hid her body in the forest, saying, quote, "It was hard," unquote, describing the murder in a disturbingly casual manner. Gary, this is. Quote, "You gotta remember we had spent several good days together," unquote. So she absolutely was the reason that he was caught and he was unable to harm anyone else. But what a just scum of the earth human being. Just disgusting. And he also admitted that he could not bring himself to kill her dog. So he thought less of a human being than a dog. But Ella was found in a parking lot some 60 plus miles away and safely returned to her family. And though he had safely secured that he would never face the death penalty in Georgia, investigators and prosecutors in other states were waiting. And they saw that he had begun to cooperate, and they were ready to bring him to trial. So Hilton's first sentencing came together quickly just a few weeks after his arrest. And on January 30th, 2008, he stood before Judge Bonnie Oliver in Dawson County and formally pleaded guilty to the murder, kidnapping, and robbery of Meredith Emerson. And he was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility for parole in 30 years. At that point, he would be in his 90s. And this was the maximum sentence that he could receive based on the deal he had made with the state of Georgia. And he expressed little, if any, emotion as his sentence was read. And though devastated, Meredith's family accepted the plea deal as it guaranteed that Hilton would never be released during his lifetime. But this was only the beginning, because unlike Georgia, no such plea deal would be reached in Florida. And Hilton unsuccessfully fought against his extradition, and after a few years of pretrial motions, the murder of Cheryl Dunlap moved to a trial on February 2nd, 2011 in Tallahassee. And prosecutors presented a detailed case as to Hilton's guilt, laying out all of the facts. Because witnesses placed Hilton in the area near where Cheryl disappeared. Some saw him digging through her car. Later, Hilton's bayonet was learned to be the cause of her flat tire. And witnesses described the clothing Hilton was wearing during this time. And surveillance ATM footage captured on December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th shows a man of similar build to Hilton wearing clothing that matched the witness descriptions, withdrawing the $700 in cash using Cheryl's ATM card and PIN. And forensic evidence also painted an unfavorable picture for Hilton. And a campsite was found and linked to him, and the site had a campfire with human ashes and burnt fragments of skull and finger bones, which was from her head and hands. And cigarette butts recovered at the scene contained Hilton's DNA, and Cheryl's DNA was also found on items recovered from Hilton's van, including 2 sleeping bags, a duffel bag, boots, and pants. And furthermore, Hilton was overheard telling another inmate that he would reveal the location of the head if he was given a life sentence. God, I hate this man. And even on footage recovered from his own camera, Hilton describes, quote, hiding unknown items and killing those bitches, unquote. So the jury heard the whole tale as it was documented in court. And on February 15th, 2011, Hilton was found guilty of first-degree murder, kidnapping, and grand theft. And the trial then moved into the penalty phase on February 17th. And the prosecution focused on the brutality of the crime for captivity at his hands for at least 2 days, up to a week even, and that Cheryl was only one of multiple victims. And the defense presented evidence of abuse he suffered as a child, his struggle with mental illness, and his traumatic brain injury. But it made no difference in the eyes of the jury. And on February 21st, they unanimously recommended the death sentence for Hilton. And his following trial court hearing began April 7th, where Judge James Hackinson ultimately agreed with the jury's recommendation. And the judge formally sentenced Hilton to death in Florida on April 21st for the murder of Cheryl Dunlap. And once again, he showed little emotion as his sentence was spoken. And he would be transferred to Florida's death row the following day. And as mentioned, the murders of John and Irene Bryant in North Carolina were considered a federal offense since they occurred on federal land. And as such, federal authorities took the lead. And in June 2011, a federal grand jury indicted Hilton on 5 counts, including 2 counts of first-degree murder, kidnapping, robbery, and firearms charge. And Hilton initially decided to plead not guilty, leading the case towards yet another death penalty trial. But in March 2012, Hilton had a seeming change of heart and decided to plead guilty to all charges as part of another plea deal to avoid a second death penalty, which, that doesn't make sense to me. You're gonna die anyway, but all right, whatever. At least you have a change of heart, I guess. And he confessed that he had run into the Bryants on the trail, killed Irene, at least one source mentions, because it would have been difficult to control both of them, and then killed John. And he proceeded to force John to give up the PIN for their ATM card. And once he had finished using the card, he shot John in the head, dumping his body in the woods. And he would be sentenced to 4 life sentences and an additional 15 years for robbing the Bryant's ATM card. And these life terms were ordered by U.S. District Judge Martin Reindinger to be served consecutively. And considering federal life sentences offer no possibility of parole, Hilton had just earned himself another several hundred years in prison. And if he wasn't already guaranteed to rot in his cell, this guaranteed his soul would rot too. So with the federal case closed, Hilton had been convicted of 4 murders, receiving multiple life sentences from Georgia and the federal level, as well as a death sentence from Florida. So on the day of his federal sentencing, Ann Tompkins, the U.S. Attorney for the Western District of North Carolina, said, quote, "Our thoughts and prayers are with the family and friends of the victims, and while today's outcome cannot bring back John and Irene Bryant, it is our sincere hope that everyone impacted by Hilton's heinous crime can finally have some closure," unquote. And she also underscored the effort across jurisdictions to make sure Hilton was held accountable for his misdeeds, a sentiment that all involved, except for maybe Hilton himself or his attorneys, share. So post-death sentence, the legal process moved into the most drawn-out and technical phase, because Hilton's case regarding the murder of Cheryl Dunlap was automatically reviewed by the Florida Supreme Court, and his attorneys challenged multiple aspects, arguing that errors made during the trial had not given him his right to a fair sentencing process, and among them that certain testimony about his alleged past criminal conduct should not have been allowed, and that the court improperly rejected his lack of capacity mitigating factor. Like, nobody cares about your past stuff. You murdered a human being! And in July of 2013, the Florida Supreme Court upheld Hilton's conviction and death sentence, thank God. And they found the evidence of Hilton's guilt was substantial and that the death penalty was in proportion to the brutality of his crime and his multiple murders, noting that the aggravating factors far outweighed the mitigating ones in regards to the meticulous manner in which he carried out Cheryl's murder. Furthermore, that his attempt to destroy evidence showed a degree of cold-bloodedness deserving of death. And though his direct appeal failed, he continued to pursue any avenue he had available to him, eventually finding his way back through the appeals process to the Florida Supreme Court once more in 2021. And this time, his lawyers claimed that his counsel at trial was ineffective at assisting him, particularly in the area of presenting mitigating evidence regarding his abusive childhood, mental health, and brain injuries. And in August of that year, the Florida Supreme Court released a 34-page ruling denying Hilton's appeal yet again, affirming his death sentence. And the court acknowledged his troubled past, but ultimately decided that, quote, "the evidence of aggravation in Hilton's case is overwhelming," unquote. And even if the jury had heard more of these supposed mitigating factors, it would not have changed the outcome for him. And they also dismissed his claims that the trial judge ruled in a biased manner, or that the trial should have been moved to a different location due to pretrial publicity. And the court held that Hilton received his fair trial and that, quote, "confidence in the outcome of that penalty phase is not undermined," unquote, by any new evidence presented. And though the ruling was a rather significant blow, Hilton's attorney claims that, quote, "the road is not over for Mr. Hilton," unquote. Just let it go. Let him go. All right. And they will be discussing his options either for a rehearing or for filing with the U.S. Supreme Court. But regardless of their endeavors, prosecutors fully intend to make sure he sees his sentence through. And Cheryl's cousin, Gloria Tucker, said in support after the 2021 decision, quote, "I appreciate the ruling affirming the value of Sherry's life," unquote. So Hilton is currently still on death row at Union Correctional Institution in Rayford, Florida, where he has been since his conviction in 2011. And he is now 79 years old, and his health has reportedly, boo-hoo, declined in the past few years by his own admission, making comments that suggest he doesn't believe that he will live much longer. So a mix of age and standard medical issues coming from extended time spent on death row. And he is among the older inmates living there, and his deteriorating health led, at least in part, to his decision to break the silence and speak publicly about his crimes. And though he was dubbed the National Forest Killer, he never quite seemed to reach the level of fame that some other serial killers do. And this is something that he seems to be very upset about beneath the surface. And he refused to fully admit all of his crimes while appeals were still ongoing. And in particular, he never admitted to the murder of Cheryl Dunlap. But in April of 2025, he gave Court TV an exclusive interview, and as part of their Interview with a Killer series, where he finally confessed to Cheryl's murder on camera.
I'm going to give you a new scoop. I did it. And I'll be glad to tell anyone I did.
Just a monster till the end, I tell you what.
As I told you before, I'm to the point where I don't care. I don't care. There's nothing they can do to me.
And he spoke very matter-of-factly about the murders throughout the interview, further showing his lack of empathy for the victims and their families, and removing any shred of doubt as to his guilt. And he also scoffed at the label serial killer, laughing them off as a dime a dozen. This guy. And Hilton often referred to himself as a genius, and in this instance he described himself as a whole different breed. "You got caught by using ATM cards, you fucking idiot." And he also said even in his old age and post-convictions, he has an extremely high self-regard. And as many investigators have speculated over the years, it seems unlikely that Hilton's murders start with the confirmed ones from his 60s. Though, difficult as it may be to determine, people have not given up searching for his connections to any other missing persons or murders throughout the Southeast US during his many years of traveling. And actually, a Google map has even been created showing his victims and possible victims in an effort to finally solve these cases. But these are some of his potential victims. All right, it's January, which means we're all in that same mindset of new year, new me. I'm gonna finally do that thing, you know? The side hustle, the store, the business you've been sketching out in your notes app at midnight. Well, here's the truth. 2026 could actually be your year if you just start. And Shopify makes starting easier than you think. The Shopify is the best place to build and grow a business. I would know. We run Sour Boys through Shopify, and it has made a world of a difference. But whether it's a side hustle or a full storefront or selling locally or globally, everything lives on one platform. No juggling 1,000 logins. And their AI tools are a game changer, helping with everything from content ideas to managing operations. So it's basically like having a back office without needing to hire a full staff, which is extremely helpful. And plus, you can sell across all major social platforms, so you're reaching customers wherever they already are. So if 2026 is your year, and I think it should be, go to shopify.com/CCCM and make your move. That's shopify.com/CCCM. Your dreams matter, and they are worth fighting for. Thank you so much to Shopify for sponsoring this video and supporting the channel. And let's get back to it. So before Hilton committed his confirmed murders, many believe that he may have been involved in several other unsolved disappearances and deaths. The first being Judy Smith in 1997. So hikers discovered scattered human bones near a campsite in Piscay National Forest, September 1997. And these remains were later identified as 50-year-old nurse Judy Smith from Massachusetts. And Judy had disappeared months before during a visit to Philadelphia, hundreds of miles from where her remains would eventually be found. And her body was and partially buried in an attempt to conceal it in the remote woods. And after Hilton's later arrest, investigators began taking another look at this case, as the location and condition of Judy's remains had similarities to Hilton's confirmed crimes. And he has not confessed to Judy's murder, and as of now, there is no physical evidence linking him to the crime. but he is still a suspect, but the case remains open. And the next victim would be Jason Andrew Knapp. Now, Jason Knapp was a 20-year-old student attending Clemson University who vanished in April of 1998. And the last time he was seen was at his apartment in South Carolina, and his white Chevy Beretta was found a week after his disappearance, abandoned at Table Rock State Park near the North Carolina border. But Jason himself was never found, despite extensive searches to find him, and he was declared legally dead in 2018. And following Hilton's arrest, investigators once again noticed similarities between Jason's disappearance and Hilton's later known MO. He went missing near a state park, and Hilton had been known to travel throughout Georgia and the Carolinas during that time period. And again, no physical evidence ties Hilton to the crime, and he has denied any involvement. And next would be Patrice Andres in 2004. So on April 15th, 2004, 38-year-old Patrice Tamber Andres disappeared while working at a hair salon that she owned in Forsyth County, Georgia, and her skeletal remains were found 18 months later in the woods of Dawson County, Georgia. And Hilton became a person of interest in this case for a number of reasons. His records show he was stopped for a traffic violation in the area around the time that she went missing. And he was also known to stop by local hair salons around lunchtime, often asking for money. And he was not able to give a verified alibi for the day Patrice went missing. And though other suspects have been investigated, including a serial killer who falsely confessed, Hilton remains a suspect, and her murder is still unsolved. And next there was Rosanna Miliani in 2005. So Rosanna Miliani was a 26-year-old woman from Miami, and she would disappear while backpacking in western North Carolina in December of 2005. And she had told her family that she was just going to hike in the Appalachian Trail and was last seen at a hotel in Cherokee. And several years later, a store clerk from Bryson City saw Hilton's photo in the news after his crimes had come to light and immediately recognized him. And the clerk had seen Hilton along with Rosanna when he sold her a backpack around her disappearance. And sadly, she has also never been found, and considering the positive identification and similarities between the disappearance and his other murders, investigators do believe he may be responsible, but there was no confession and no body, so the case remains open. And then there's Michael Scott Louis in 2007. And only weeks before Hilton's confirmed murders, 27-year-old Michael Scott Louis went missing in Florida, and he was last seen on November 21st, 2007 in the South Daytona area. And 2 weeks after he vanished, a fisherman found his remains spread throughout multiple garbage bags in the Tomoka River on December 6th. And though his torso and limbs were found, his head was not, and the location and put suspicion on Hilton, as he was in the area at the time and he was known to behead his victims, as we know. So Hilton is not the only current suspect, and more recently another person of interest, Nelsie Tetley, is being investigated because she killed and dismembered another man in 2018, so the case remains unsolved. But unfortunately, as of right now, no execution date has been made for Hilton as he continues to go through the appeals process. And if his turn ever arrives, it will likely be through lethal injection, as that is the standard method for capital punishment in Florida. But given the typically slow progression of capital appeals and Hilton's old age, it seems more likely that he will pass before his execution. But either way, Hilton is certain to at least die in prison, where he belongs. So rot in hell, you piece of shit. And as always, my heart goes out to the victims. They are what truly matters in all of this. But that is the end of the National Forest serial killer. If you guys have any other subjects or people or cults or whatever you want me to deep dive into, let me know down below. I always read the comments. And until then, I will see your beautiful face. All right? Bye.
Hey, come on in. I've been waiting for you. Woo! That was a long trip. Yeah, how was your flight in?
Flight? I didn't fly. I rode in on a horse.
What do you mean you rode in on a horse?
You know what I mean?
You know what, Chris? Whatever. You ready for tonight?
Oh, I'm ready for tonight.
Ghost hunting here is gonna be wild. This is the most haunted hotel in America.
What?
What did you think we were doing?
Nothing.
What's in that briefcase?
Don't worry about it.
Well, now I'm a little worried about it.
Don't be. It was for something else. Oh, we go get changed.
What the hell is wrong with her?
If you're looking for a spooky staycation, look no further than the Driscoll Hotel in downtown Austin. I will not be staying there.
She very tragically fell down the stairs. She was playing with her ball and passed away. So legend has it that her spirit has stayed at the Driscoll.
Samantha, this ball is for you.
Chris, I am currently in the bank vault, and they're gonna lock me in here, and I'm gonna be doing the Estes method. We're here.
Don't and feel like I'm being watched right now. Took her body out of here pretty quick.
Oh my god, what's that? What's that? What is that? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our two-part spooky ghost hunting series. My name is KallMeKris.
And I'm Selena Spooky Boo, and we're in Austin, Texas at the Driscoll Hotel.
Built in 1886 by Jesse Driscoll.
It is one of America's most haunted hotels.
With over 90 ghosts.
Excuse me?
90 ghosts. Oh, no, Selena, we gotta do this. So we're gonna go in there and talk to a lot of ghosts, all right?
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, well, we took this elevator last night. We came down to the bottom. We hadn't read anything about the hotel yet, and the door just wouldn't open. And we found out that that's something that the ghosts do. They'll take you to random floors, and they just, will not open the doors. So I'm just curious.
We've had a paranormal experience. We didn't know it until we read this. So we're reading this book. It was left in here for us. We're almost on the whole entire thing because I had Adam get all the research together, put it in portfolios, and then guess who left it on her desk? I did. Anyways, we had this book. We're reading it. We went to go catch an Uber to go get dinner earlier. We go down. I'm like, Taylor, the door won't open. We're on the lower level. I'm like, the door won't open. I'm like hitting the open door button. I'm hitting it. Hey, the door won't fucking open. It was like a minute later that the door opened. And then literally, we just read about that. So,
I have sometimes cautioned people waiting for the elevator to arrive. Once you're in there, you might want to announce the floor you want and that you want the door to open because sometimes it doesn't.
And it didn't.
The light turned off.
Did it?
Yes.
That's weird.
That's weird. Weird. Christine, how are you? I heard you guys. It's like, wait, now we're already having weird elevator things. We're hitting. Dude, I can't with today. We get warning. It turned off. So we were waiting forever, and I was talking about how it goes to different floors and doesn't show up. Oh, there it is. I want to see if the door won't open again. Smart. Not like it sounds. No, it's fine. Do you like my shirt? Team introvert. Yes, turn around. Is this the merch? Get the merch! It's so cool. It's never stopped on any other floor to pick other people up for us either, ever. We've used this like 20. This is a busy ass hotel too. Okay. Open. Open. Whoa, I haven't had to take this long. Open. We are dead stopped. This is what happened to it. Dude, look, Selena. Selena! No! No! No!
That's crazy.
We're alright.
Oh.
How long does it keep the door open for you?
Oh, a while. Yeah.
A while.
Every
How
time.
long? Every time?
Every time, yeah.
For us, it didn't when we went up to our room.
That is true. It was really quick.
It was
It's
really
crazy.
yesterday. Like, it wasn't even a thing for us. It wasn't like we were sitting there like, hey, why isn't this door opening?
Yeah.
So we have some things to tell you about last night.
So we got here last night. Usually when like you get a new place, you get settled and stuff doesn't like immediately happen, which is what happened kind of for us. Like they left a book in the room that let us know all the different kind of like hauntings and stories that kind of happened here. Yeah. But we didn't read it till later. And like we came down the elevator and the elevator wouldn't open.
Yeah, that's happened twice now.
Twice now. Yeah, once with us, once with you.
Hey, come on in. Come on in.
Ghosts and snacks.
Oh, is that a real person?
Some dishes just float to the table.
Whoa. Oh yeah, weird stuff's been happening.
So last night I listen to rain sounds very loudly when I go to bed, and I turn them on and I have like a playlist that runs for 10 hours. And I woke up in the middle of the night and it was off, and I was like, okay, that's kind of weird.
Yeah,
and then I turned it back on.
She told me that this morning.
Yeah.
And I remembered that I had put my rain sounds on last night, and I had realized I woke up without them on as well.
Yeah, and when I first started them, it kept like glitching because it kept restarting. Like it would like rain for like 12 seconds, then restart and restart, like as if somebody was like tapping it.
Yeah.
So rain sounds, ghosts don't seem to like that.
Yeah. This is I'm already chills talking about this. This is really weird. And I know people are gonna take this or they're not gonna take this, or I don't give whatever.
But
anyway.
It was weird in the moment of the realization. Was like a whole different thing.
TMI was sitting in the shower for like 2 hours last night because I was just not feeling well, and I was kind of trying to do what Selena does, and I've been reading up on more like opening myself up and just like letting things in, and there's like a whole process with it. And then I just randomly, and I thought it was so dumb while I was doing it, but I just randomly looked at my shower door and I was just like, I'm just gonna write hi.
Just open those lines of communication.
And I was just like, hi. Because I felt like a really innocent presence. Like, I haven't felt anything really evil here.
No.
So I was just like, and I did that, and I looked at it for like a couple minutes, and I was like, okay, nothing's gonna happen. That was really stupid. And then I got up, and I put my rain sounds on, and I went to bed. And then this morning, I was Snapchatting with Selena, and she's like in the room next to me, and then she tells me this.
I had a shower, came out, everything was fine. Taylor had a shower, and I went in after him, and I was like, you're messing with me. And he's like, what are you talking about? He had no idea. And way up high, we're like, neither of us can reach. And what's interesting is the word high was there, but it wasn't as if it was like purely drawn on there. Like it was underneath the layer of the fog that was on there. And it was like done so strange. Like you could make out the word high, but it was like dotty and weird. And it's still on the mirror.
She told me this before I told her that I wrote.
So on, here's a clip. You promise you didn't with me.
I didn't do that.
Hi, or Kai? Hi?
I think that's an H.
Oh my god. Hi.
Ew.
It's like under the layer. I sent it to her, and then she sends back, and she's just like,
I was almost crying. I was like, you're kidding me. I was like, I don't even know how this is correlated or if this is correlated, but I was like, last night for like 2 hours, I was sitting in the shower, and right before I got out, I just wrote hi on the thing, hoping and like letting something be like, it's okay, like you can say hi. The night before I was in Selena's room, so I'm like, maybe they know we're friends, and like they
would have seen you in there if they were following us around.
That's what I mean.
They messing with us, they playing games.
And it's really creepy, and I'm so ready for tonight. That's gonna set the stage for tonight. So let's eat some breakfast and let's find some ghosts.
Here we come.
After last night's excursion of what has happened, I thought I saw something.
Oh shit. What did you get?
There you go, just in case we get lost.
Aww.
Whoa, oh god.
No, stop.
There's ghosts. Buy me dinner first.
Whoa.
I'm so excited. Yeah. Thanks, Jay.
You're welcome.
Jay.
You're welcome.
Mine was going wicked wild.
I know, mine did for a second too.
Huh? Jay?
Oh. Wait, is it sound activated?
Is there a ghost here? It's
why is
an
it
EMF reader. It gets the electromagnetic field. So
why is it going up like that?
I don't know, because there's nothing electrical here. See, if I put it up to something electrical, it will jump.
Freaky deaky.
Hey guys, we are at the Driscoll Hotel here in Austin, Texas, and we are about to get a historical tour. A historical ghosty tour.
By the one and only.
My name is Audrey. Hi. They say online that this is like the most haunted hotel ever. Do you agree?
You know, I don't know that I've been to every hotel. I think just about everyone here on staff has some sort of paranormal experience that's happened to them.
Yeah, we've been asking around, and everybody we asked has been like kind of like passive, but they're like, yeah, there's nothing to
I was there. That's happened. But like, I just don't want to believe it. But yeah. Yeah, love it. We're excited to get started, so let's go.
So excited to take off. Let's start at the portrait that's behind us. This is Jesse Driscoll. Yes. He's the founder of the hotel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Attractive. Yeah, a little bit. I know, I like that.
This is a life-size portrait. He was like a very tall, large man. So, Daddy Driscoll.
Daddy Driscoll.
Daddy Driscoll. We literally will have
a historic tour. Daddy Driscoll. Okay, sorry.
No. So this is the part of Jesse. Jesse was the founder of the hotel. He ended up actually like selling it 2 years after it was built. He was said to kind of haunt the hotel in the afterlife. So people have seen, he was a big cigar guy. So people have seen smoke like mysteriously around this portrait.
I might have bought a cigar literally 5 minutes ago before we started this.
Just to influence you. Okay, yeah.
I'm not that.
He suggested it. Okay. It's spiritually. Or if you smell cigar smoke, like anytime you're in the hotel, that's a sign that Jesse is around.
Okay.
Another just kind of like fun fact about this, less ghostly. So in the early 1900s, there were two lawyers and they were in like a land dispute. One was trying to get the other disbarred. It was like this real bad vibes in the courtroom. And so they're in the court, they're fighting all day. Yeah. By coincidence, they both were staying here. So they come back after this long day in court and they see each other from across the lobby. They got their little whiskeys. And because it was the early 1900s in Texas, guns were drawn and a shootout occurred in this lobby.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So people were like diving behind columns. It was pandemonium. No one was hurt. Everyone is fine. The two lawyers were like finger gun shootout. Okay. They were separated like school children, taken up to their rooms. Everyone was fine except this portrait got shot twice.
No.
So really, yeah. Where kind of where I am, up on his shoulder, you can see, and then a little further down.
Oh. Whoa, that's so cool.
So was he really upset he lost the hotel? Because it was like a money issue, right?
Yeah, so he made all his money. He was a cattle baron. And so he made all his money at like ranching and stuff.
Yeah.
Rat. Literally money. I don't think our marketing person will allow me to say that.
Never mind. I said it. She didn't say it.
Meat money. So there was this terrible like frost and then a famine. And so he lost like all of his livestock. And so that's when he had to sell the hotel. And he ended up selling it directly to his brother-in-law. So, he wasn't stoked about it, but it stayed in the family.
Okay.
And it did stay like very much, attributed to him. Obviously, there's this giant portrait of him.
Right.
Up on the top of the hotel, there's a bust of him. And then also there's another bust of his son, Bud, and his other son, Toby. Toby's bust was struck by lightning in 1903, and it had to be rebuilt.
So it wasn't outside?
Yeah, so the hotel.
Okay, I was like,
no, outside the hotel.
Wow,
yeah.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What was the bust made out of? How does that even...
Stone?
Yeah, stone?
It's stone and metal?
That's
I feel like Toby might have, I don't want to say Toby brought it upon himself, but
yeah, probably. I think we might call on Toby a little bit. Would we haunt this hotel?
Not that I know of. There's a lot of ghosts here. So these are painted for our Sing Spring Hill celebration. So 1986. And this one is the invention. So Austin's very first interstate phone call happened in our lobby. 1899. So it was like cutting edge technology.
Yeah.
And then this one is a depiction of the very first big event at the Driscoll. But the artist added a few nods to our haunted history in it. So you can see her hands are kind of like shuddering and ghost-like.
Oh.
And then the little girl by the frame is the artist's depiction of Samantha.
Oh. She has your black eyes too. She does.
Wow. It's amazing.
That's cool. Okay.
So this is the Victorian room. This was part of the original structure of the hotel. And this room has a lot of spiritual activity. And I think in part just because this room has been so many things. At one point in time, it was the American National Bank. And if you want to look over here, you can see this was the teller window at the time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And then this has also been a barbershop and spa. It was once the home of KTB TV Channel 7, which was Austin's first TV station. The 70s and 80s, it was a nightclub called Scandals, which actually I do have. This was one of the little artifacts we brought. My favorite thing, it is an advertising pamphlet from the 70s.
Oh my God.
It's mustaches.
It looks so different. Is that the room here?
That's one of the guest rooms. So this is where we are right now, Scandals.
Yeah.
This is the bar and grill.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Look at everyone's like mustache and Farrah Fawcett hair.
Wait, what?
What a time to be alive.
I love the vibe. Yeah, so there definitely have been just a lot of kind of spooky occurrences in here.
Somebody died?
I don't think anyone has died in this room, but there have been a lot of ghosts that, you know, came here for a party. For sure. Might have never really left. People will see kind of people in fancy clothes coming in and out. Yeah, even though there's not, you know, an event happening. One of my coworkers, actually, she came in here and she saw someone run behind this big pillar. And she was like, well, that's, you know, weird. She's like, oh, it's probably just like a kid messing around or something. And she's like, well, we'll see, because like there's nowhere they can go. And she walked around and there was nobody in here. And then the exact same thing happened to another coworker on the same day. Okay. So residual, just around their little have their ghosts are fun. What else would you do? What else would do if I was a ghost? Make some party in this room. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure. No, it's gorgeous. My office downstairs, I've been here like, you know, late at night by myself and heard footsteps. And like, this is also how I know I'm gonna die in a horror movie, because every time I like got up from my desk and I was like walking around the corners in the dark, like, hello. I know, you're like, I'm here. I know, I'm like, who's there?
I know. It's okay, we're white. It's in us. We don't have that one. We have that up the stairs.
I'm not even all the way white. I'm Latina and white.
Oh,
and
damn.
like,
You got it in there though.
Oh, but it's, you got
spiciness where you're like, I could fight you.
I could fight the ghost. Let's go. I think my like Mexican ancestors like left the building when the ghosts. It was all my white ancestors that took over. They were like, we got this. Let's go.
If I don't go out in an interesting way, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Okay, I'll tell you later.
All right, so sorry, where are we right now?
So we are on the upper level of the Victorian room. Okay. So again, just an extension of that room. Lots of party ghosts up in here. I always feel like this area has an energy to it. You know what I mean?
I feel more up here than I did down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get drunk up here. Yeah.
Like I feel like, if I could put my feeling saucy, scandalous stuff happened up here.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, what are you guys thinking?
I was thinking about how many bones I would break if I jumped off of this.
Yes, count them.
Look up at the top. I don't think any. I landed. I think if I did a Tom Cruise jump roll thing, I think I could.
I would crawl over and hang off the wood and then drop.
Less distance. Yeah, that's using your noggin.
Alright, I'm just gonna go away from the balcony.
It's not. So we are currently in the what's it called?
Victorian?
Mezzanine. Yes, the Victorian area. The room. What's happening?
Yeah. Okay, I'm back. What was this called?
I mean, it's the Victorian room, I guess.
Well, this would be, the mezzanine from there.
Mezzanine. We are in the mezzanine in the Victorian room, where they said it's fairly active and that there's been sightings up here. Mm-hmm. So, of like party goers. Things might have happened in here that were maybe not legal and maybe were, so.
Sensual things.
Let's find out. I don't know.
I'm just curious. Yeah, I'm curious.
Did Jay put some music?
Oh, we already got.
Not like legit, but like, oh. Okay.
All right.
Oh, no. Oh, that's the red pod.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
To the ghost.
Oh, sorry.
If you had some sensual ass moments up in here, like that, can you please kick one of these cat balls that glitter and glare? Now, it was in the 70s, so we have to do some 70s.
Oh, right.
Staying alive.
Oh, I like that.
Staying alive. Staying alive. Okay, they don't like that. All right.
They don't like that?
Maybe it's more baller in me. Okay, how do we...
Yeah, I'm the man.
Dun, 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 dun. Do you like it? Do you like it?
Do just twirl, Selena.
Yes, ready? Oh, be cute. No, twirl that. Yeah. Okay. Ring around. This feels culty. For the posy. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Yes. We all both die.
No, I really don't like that.
So with this light going on, it feels like I'm like filming like an 8th grade dance going.
Oh, yeah. That was a really good year for me.
My 8th grade dances were more like this. Here, come here. Let's squat a little bit.
Squat.
And you stay there.
Shorty had them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. It was all grinding. But I was in the corner like this.
I wasn't.
Really? Were you really? Yeah.
Yeah, mine was like the girls would get their butts up against.
Oh, that too. And they would just like violently grind. Did you grind?
Yeah, that's what grinding was.
Did you grind?
Yeah.
Oh, the goat. Sorry, I thought you were asking me. Okay, what else we got?
Yeah.
We have the music box. The music box has a little sensor on the front of it. We're going to put it on the ground and we're going to turn it on. And then if anything walks past the music box, it'll make a little music box sound that'll make you very scared for your life.
Looks like somebody enjoyed a nice baguette.
Mm-hmm.
I hear like a woman humming.
I heard that too.
It's the middle of the night, no one up.
No. It is very empty right now in this hotel. Well, if there's anybody here that wants to talk to us, communicate with us, there are cat balls scattered literally everywhere.
Yeah.
There's a music box you can walk in front of to let us know you're here, and there's also a REM pod that you can come touch. There's also a REM pod that you can come touch.
Well, you could also knock on anything.
Yeah, you can knock on the walls, on the roof, on our shoulders, on Selena's mustache.
What mustache? It's weird in the rooms where it like gets weird, but not weird. It gets like numbingly silent. I'm being watched right now.
Huh?
Like somebody's looking. Like, you know when somebody's staring at you? That's what I feel like right now.
You're like really looking at the spot that I thought.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like just not a lot of people have been here doing what we're doing. So
So they're like, what are these weird things?
yes. Oh, couple.
Oh, it stopped.
Oh, nope. That could be you. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
It was like a shuffling.
Mm-hmm.
Feet.
God, I heard cat. One more time, cool cats. If you would like to give us a sign, the floor is yours.
I don't think they like your mustache. I think that was the issue here. Nothing's happening up here, so.
I don't think we expected much to happen in here anyways, did we?
Hello? What? Oh, what did you see?
Well, I didn't hear the door, so, hello? Hello?
Did you see somebody walk by?
Yeah. Ooh, hello? I'm scared.
Oh.
I literally looked down the stairs, and so say this is the bottom of the stairs, this is the wall.
Yeah.
I caught, like as if somebody, I caught just like, this is the other wall, I caught this. Like they just stepped.
So when I looked down, when we were looking over the,
Was that the same
when I was
area?
looking into the window, and I think Jay caught me looking in. I was like, I was seeing a glimpse of somebody.
It was
That's
a
what I was
glimpse.
saying. I think we feel like we're being watched, and I felt like it was a man. Was it a man?
I don't know, Paul. tall, so probably a man. But it was it was a quick step, but like 100%. I thought it was as solid as you or I. Like it was solid. But like right here. So I looked around the corner and it was as in like caught him at a fast pace, but right here. So I literally saw step. No one here. Cool.
One of my coworkers, actually, she came in here and she saw someone run behind this big pillar and she was like, well, that's, weird. And she's like, oh, it's probably just like a kid messing around or something. And she's like, well, we'll see, because like there's nowhere they can go. And she walked around and there was nobody in here. And then the exact same thing happened to another coworker on the same day.
I locked them in. Let's see what happens. Yeah, they're in there now. No one will even hear him. Night, Chris. Night, Jake. What's the password? Mum's Benny's penis.
How'd you know?
Oh, what is?
Sit there.
Have a look. I really thought you were in there.
Locked me in the vault.
The ghost. It's creepy in here. So I am currently in the bank vault, which as you can see is very small, very claustrophobic. I happen to be claustrophobic and it's about to get really dark and really scary and they're gonna lock me in here. And I'm gonna be doing the Estes method, but Jay, Selena, and Taylor are gonna be outside the vault. So I will not be able to hear what they say at all. Not that I can anyway doing the Estes. And we won't know if anything makes sense until Jay's editing. So I'm scared, but let's try it.
Go, Queen.
Okay, all you have to do is turn it up. Just turn it up and you come out. That's round. Right there.
Good luck. Do you want us to double lock both doors or just one door?
Yes.
Yeah, let's close the big one.
Love you.
Bye. Bye.
Okay. Here we go. She's doing Estes in there. Boom.
Boom.
Okay. So there's apparently a gray man seen coming in and out of here. Okay, let's put these on. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Are you here? The man in gray. Haunted, oh no, oh god, oh god, oh god. I really like you. We're in the garage. Are blondes your favorite? Help me. I didn't like that. She says she's having a bad time. You? Is this where they keep the secrets? Help. Door's locked. It's not. I heard her say doors. Another round? Are you a good spirit? Are you a bad spirit? We're here. Do you know the little girl Samantha, the senator's daughter? How did you die? Ruined them. Was there a lot of sickness in here? We can't make out. Oh. Get out. Were you a visitor? No. We've got to go again. Dead. Are you mad that you lost this hotel? I felt like somebody was breathing on me. Three, 2, 1. What the? Sorry, what the? We had to tell you out. Sorry. Literally right before you came in, I freaked out because I felt like somebody breathed over my shoulder. I'm sorry. What was I supposed to react like? I don't know. I'm telling you. I was just like, I just felt like somebody breathed on me that you came and touched me. I think
chair to pee on. You just scared me so bad. My fight or flight is really activated. Are you okay? I'm so sorry. What happened?
I don't know. I felt like somebody breathed in my neck. Like, literally,
what did you hear?
Literally 30 seconds before you came, people were saying, here. Somebody saying, get out. Somebody said,
We gotta go again.
Like, we couldn't hear what you were saying.
It was like 12 different voices talking to me all at the same time.
Okay, that's interesting.
It was very strange.
Well, sorry, Spooshy. I just
It's
didn't
okay.
really...
It's okay.
Just kind of like clap in your face.
Your turn, bitch.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in here, and I'm not even gonna S this method. I'm just gonna sit alone in the red darkness with the closed door. I'm gonna talk to the ghosts and see if they will touch me.
Do you want these closed? Or do you want this closed?
Both. I think we should. Oh, good.
Okay.
Good. I was really gonna give you a choice anyway.
Bye. Bye. Oh, that got quiet so fast. People have seen a man in gray come out of here. Can you make a sound in here if that's you? Is there anyone in here at all? I welcome you to touch my hand. Oh my god, hold on. I welcome you to touch my hand. Okay, that was weird. You feel like a woman. My middle finger is cold. Like someone's touching it with the tip of theirs. Can you make an audible sound in this room? I mean, you know, Arm, I am friend, not foe. As long as you're a friend too. How is there a breeze? Okay. There are no vents. There are no vents.
Five, 4, 3.
That was interesting.
Oh, really?
Because I felt the same thing on this side.
Did you?
And I took this off, and there are no vents in here.
No, they're not.
But I put my hand out, and I said, I invite you to touch my hand, and it was as if somebody took a cold finger and placed it like right on here, and twice, like the way they took it, like I literally had to check if somebody touched me. So that was really.
I literally felt like somebody was over my shoulder while I was doing
At
this
the end,
the whole time.
before like it opened, like the when I took it off, it was a negative male vibe.
Yeah,
over here.
Yes, that's what.
It was a woman to start, and then it was like a negative male dude over here.
Okay.
And I got vertigo. I got vertigo too.
Okay.
I would call this place haunted. I would call this place
whole-
haunted.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to stay in here anymore.
No, bye.
Let's go. That shit.
There she is, Miss Samantha.
She literally looks like me when I was a kid.
Yeah, she's so cute.
So cute.
So
Such
yes,
welcoming eyes.
She is. So she's a sweetie. Guests have reported around here it will get suddenly cold, even though there's not like air vents or anything happening. They'll hear her like running and giggling. She's very mischievous, so she'll like tug at your clothes or like tickle you. She likes to flicker the lights a lot. That is a big Samantha knew. I was once giving a tour to guests in a different room downstairs, and I was like, yeah, Samantha likes to flicker the lights. And right as I said that, the light next to my head started flickering.
Oh my God.
She's like, that's me.
Yeah, I love it.
So here we have a note that a guest left in room 428.
Okay.
Recently.
Need to tell you something. This room is haunted. First, the mirror was shaking on the wall. Then, when we looked in the mirror, we saw a ghost. Don't know what you can do, but you should know. Love the warning. And it says FYI.
I just had an instant headache when I did that. When you got up in her face, I literally was just like this.
Hey, can you hang out with us tonight? Can you do stuff? And I just got...
It feels like somebody stabbed me in the head.
Dude, where's it at?
To my ear.
That's what yours is?
The past 2 days, man. Well, since getting here. Literally, since getting here.
Oh my God, it was
I've had a
instant. Oh my God, sorry. Jesus. Okay.
Sarah. Samantha are sleeping, so we have to whisper a little bit, but we are here with Samantha.
The portrait.
Samantha passed in this hotel on the staircase, which we will make our way down to. But if Samantha is here, we would love to play with you and hang out. We're really nice and kind,
Lovely
little weird
ladies.
people.
Well, so...
Yeah, that's all. Apparently, she makes this light flicker.
Right.
If you're here, can you flicker this light? That would be a lot. I brought a ball. I'm gonna take it to the stairs and see if you'll play with it with me.
Yeah. And in the hallway.
I like your shoes.
Yeah. Ready to play with Samantha?
I think so. Great.
Yeah.
Right.
Great. Let's do it. So we have cat balls scattered down the hallway, a music box pointing down the hallway, a doll for Samantha to play with, maybe, if she wants to, and if she goes up to it, maybe the EMF will go off. Let's play some catch, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Samantha, if you're in here and you want to play with us,
Monkey in the middle.
yeah.
Yeah. We can make our way down the room. Yeah, we did this way.
On this one, we put it in Mississippi.
You can come play with us.
We got a nice big juicy ball.
You juicy ball. She's so tall. Samantha.
I don't know how to talk to children. Do you breathe in?
Yeah, I heard something.
What did they just...
You want to move that ball? You touch any of the cat balls here?
Oh, they don't have a music box?
She won't play.
She's probably waiting on the stairs like, where are my friends?
I know.
There's much more activity there.
I know. Literally nothing.
Stairs?
I guess.
You know what I mean? I feel like the stairs are where, like, well, that's the story. Everyone sees her when we're on the stairs.
Right. Yeah, I'm feeling like nobody's here. I'm feeling like
Because people sleeping.
a bit of a crazy person right now.
Yeah, like they're gonna come up and be like, what you doing? Be like, goes home.
Let's go to the stairs. It is what it is. It happens. I'm like, okay if stuff doesn't happen sometimes, you know? That's when you know the stuff is real. It's like, we've been in a few rooms where like really nothing has happened, and that's where we should go sometimes, you know?
Don't you want to be TikTok famous, Samantha?
YouTube famous.
Oh, here, I do have it. It shows all on the menus. So there's not like a specific Nez ghost, but again, it's kind of like the Victorian room where there's just like ghosts coming in and out because there are so many parties here.
For sure.
But there is a picture from a couple years ago of a wedding, and they took a picture of the wedding setup. Nobody else was on the Nez. Then if you zoom in on the picture, you can see the figure of a person.
Oh. She's just telling us about a photo of a wedding that happened here, and there's like a figure in the back. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Isn't that wild?
Oh my gosh.
Here,
Yeah.
where we're standing is about where the ghost was.
Okay.
One of my coworkers looked it up. This is almost the exact shape of like a fancy 1930s dress.
Yeah.
So we have a couple of ghosts from the 30s. So right here.
Maybe play some 30s music and do a little dance.
See if you can get her to the party. This is our grand staircase and the story of Samantha.
I was gonna say, like, how would you die falling down the staircase? But this is like she's
Crack it. She's
It is a sturdy staircase.
Right.
Yeah. So Samantha was a little girl. She was about 4. She was a senator's daughter. I know.
Oh.
And she was playing with her ball on the stairs. And she fell down the stairs and tragically died. So since then, she honestly has like free reign of the hotel. She goes pretty much everywhere. But people hear her the most. They'll hear her running up and down the stairs. They'll hear her ball bouncing.
We brought balls to play with her.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes. Good.
Excited.
She will run up and down the stairs. They'll hear her giggling, running. In the book, it talks about the elevators.
We've had already so many things with the elevator.
I was in the elevator going up to my room, and I was going through the bar, so I was on the 11th floor.
Yeah.
It was like already open when I walked up to it. I was like, oh, that's convenient.
Yeah.
And I and I stepped in, and it shut. And then I pressed my little button, and then it opened again.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's weird. I like pressed my little button again, and it shut. And then it opened again, and it shut, and then it opened again. I was like, okay, I'll go to the other one. So I go to the other elevator, and I press my little button, and it starts going up, and it opens on the 5th floor. No one is on the 5th floor.
Yeah.
Not a soul
We had that happen
inside.
today.
Really?
Yeah, multiple floors.
It stopped on every floor all the
floor,
way down.
nobody was there.
Every floor all the way down.
It's been really weird.
Never had a group come up and tell me that the entire groups were the keys.
3 rooms. None work.
All of them off from each other.
On the 5th floor.
We love that.
Yeah.
Hello, Samantha.
Sam, you like to be called Sammy? I hope you don't. And then you show your aggression through this ball.
Oh, okay. That was weird.
Is that you, Samantha? You want to keep moving that around?
Go get it, Sam.
Sorry, I'm all to kick Timbuktu. If I see a ball, I'm gonna kick it. That's all I'm saying. Watch out, Jake. No. Okay, so we're at the top of the staircase where Samantha died. Yeah, and she was playing with a bouncy ball.
Yeah, something like that. It was one of the stories.
And she fell down the stairs, which you can see these stairs are very steep.
Yep.
And we have placed multiple balls on the staircase. It looks like a very hard level in a video game right now.
Yeah, we got green balls, we got cat balls, we got a flashlight, we got this big red ball.
And we're just gonna ask if she wants to play with any of them or move any of them. Oh, that was really weird. Yeah, the ball moved a little bit.
Samantha, we also have a flashlight on the stairs.
Yes.
So you can touch. That'll turn on the light. The clear balls will put on a pretty light show. And then, of course, we have this big ball here for you.
Yes. So you can feel free to move any of them if you want to. If you're up here, feel free to play with us. Don't mind the men with the cameras. They're nice, I promise. They are.
That's weird how it's swimming. There's like literally no
There's
air.
nothing. There's nothing.
It's just dead air. It's nice and warm.
Feel free to push it down the stairs if you want. That would make us so, so happy. That would make our day, our night. We just want to know that you're here.
Yeah, we just want to see you play with a ball. Like in good spirits. You're like the little hotel mascot.
Hotel mascot.
Isn't it? Kind of? Is that weird?
little bit.
Little ghost scale. All right. Are you glad that people still come and talk about you? You can touch any of these cat balls that we have going down the stairs. And green balls. With a flashlight. She's very shy. Maybe we're like in her way to play with the ball. God, we welcome you to come play with our ball. Samantha, we would love to see you play with your ball. It's like living more than it was. Samantha, this ball is for you. Chris. Chris, no way.
Oh, down there.
Where'd it go?
Dude.
Oh, did Taylor have it?
Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Okay. She didn't want to play with any of the other balls. She finally touched the big red ball.
She didn't touch. And they didn't touch a single other ball on the way down. Like, it missed everything.
Do we want to try talking to her? Ready?
This is automatic writing, so I'm going to have on some white noise and I'm gonna be blinded and I'm gonna have this piece of paper. And what that does is it helps me kind of connect to what's going on around me. It's my favorite method for communicating. I do it really well when I'm by myself and I'm trying to connect with things. And I have a couple things with me. We have the flashlight that's gonna turn on, and since we're trying to contact little Samantha, we have a little doll here too. Honestly, I'd like to connect with her and see if she can tell us anything about her life or any people that are in the hotel. This is fun and freaky. You feel free to ask me questions.
I want to describe when after I die. Fun and freaky.
I do sometimes to start just to get...
Yeah. So Samantha, for anybody else, if you're here, I would love if you would talk to Selena. Through Selena, she is very open and can interpret what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you're saying. So anything you're thinking, just work through her and work it onto the page. Nice writing is so good. Sarah. Who is Sarah? Okay, Sarah, and is it say hello?
Hello.
Hello. Okay, hello, Sarah. Are you a spirit here? Is it, and Sammy. Sarah, Sammy. Oh, Sammy might be short for Samantha. Sammy, where you're calling her Sammy?
Do you like to be called Sammy? I hope you don't.
Sammy, name is Sammy. We were calling her Sammy and you asked her if she wanted to be called Sammy. No, not. Stairs. Not stairs, she wasn't by the stairs. Down, whoa. Whoa, the ball went down the stairs. What's not in the stairs, Sammy? Not on the stairs, she's not on the stairs. Sammy, you're not on the stairs? You didn't die on the stairs. You died in a bed. Oh my god. Thought she was okay. Was it Sarah that died in the bed? Maybe she saw Sarah die in the bed. Bum? Somebody pushed you down the stairs?
Egg.
Goose egg. You know we were getting headaches? I just had an instant headache.
Fine. She was fine.
Fine. Sorry, bed, sorry. No. Is this Sammy talking? Did you actually die on the stairs or did you die somewhere else? Hello? Is this somebody new? Hello? No. Okay, still Sammy or Sarah. Is it Sammy or Sarah that we're talking to? Is it little girl? Is it Sammy? Mom. I'm not your mom. Is Sarah your mom, maybe? Did you hit your head? Or did your mom hit your head? Did your mom hit her head? My hair went red. When you hit your head?
They put a pillow. Maybe this is Sarah talking about stairs. Is this Sammy talking about her hitting her head when she fell down the stairs?
Sad face.
Are you saying how were you pushed down the stairs?
KIRIS. Chris. Seeing you, Chris.
No, that's my name. Christina? That's my name. That's my name. Are you saying that's... Are you guessing my name? Hi. Hi. Again? Hi again. Are you saying hi again because we talked to you earlier when we talked to you on the stairs? And... Oh God. Oh my God. I do. Are you talking to me? Christina, me? I saw you in the painting. Is that you? From before. From before what?
None of it.
Not here. Oh. Hi. Hi. We'd love to know what you want. We'd love to help you in any way.
We made a deal.
We made a deal. Sammy. Hi. What deal did we make? Or did you make with somebody named Christina?
What did you say to her at her painting in the hallway? You told her to come out.
Yeah.
Did you say you would do something if she did?
I don't remember.
Don't you want to be TikTok famous, Samantha? YouTube famous. Well,
Forrest. What? Bird. I got my feeling this is like something else. Completely.
Arrow. Is it supposed to be
Pointing to me? What's with the little bird? What's in the forest? What happened in the forest? What are you talking about?
That's a bird. Mr. Bird.
A bird. Speak now.
says
Glad.
Flirt.
Flirt? What are you trying to say to us right now? I'm not sure what deal you're talking about. I want to help you. I just need to know more. Little bird.
Blue.
Eyes. She had blue eyes. I have blue eyes.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi, honey. Is this a nickname that somebody gave you? Is it a nickname that Christina gave you? Was this your mom? Hello. She's doing cursive. Love.
Definitely it's like an older person talking.
Is somebody else coming through other than Sammy right now?
Does your grandmother ever call you love or anything like that?
She would call us honey or love. Yeah. Who?
Guess what?
Guess what? What? We really want to know what. If you could tell us.
I'm
Little bird, blue eye. I mean, I got
still
a bird. Oh my God! I got a little.
With you.
I got this for my grandma.
I'm still with you.
Miss Bird.
Baby.
This is for my grandma.
Oh, stop playing with this stuff.
With this stuff. Oh, this kind of paranormal stuff. Do you want
Right. Mom doesn't like it.
My mom hates that we do this. And she hates it because, like, she's Christian and she hates me doing anything to do with this.
Love you. What was your grandma's name?
My grandma's name is Bernice. What does that say?
Love you. It's me.
It's me. Well, she would never let us write in printing. She'd always make us write in cursive as well. Saying
Love saying it. Oh, saying right.
Is this Grammy? Is this Bernice? Is this
Era. I mean, it's pointing to you.
Yeah.
I liked you the Most.
Is this Grammy? Who is this? Is this talking to me? Is this
My
is this,
fave.
Do you want us to stop? Is it Grammy?
It is.
Are you with Pops? Are you okay?
Better than
Better than what?
say
Hi.
to Mom.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Why be sorry? You don't have to be sorry for anything. Babies. Well, Jessica's having a baby. My older sister, Jessica, she just got pregnant.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boys.
Do you think it's gonna be a boy? Because I told her I think it's gonna be a boy. She doesn't know yet. Is he gonna have blue eyes? Because both Jessica and Adam, her husband, have blue eyes. Hello. You're okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I mean, I'm not, but, you know, I'm trying. What's the circle? What are you trying to tell us?
I'm not really getting anything other than mumbos that don't make sense now.
It's okay. Yeah, that was a lot.
I forgot it was Brain over here.
Yeah.
So that was really weird.
Okay, tell me what you think was going on, what's happening, and anything.
Okay, so the first thing that I had was, it wasn't Samantha as far as like someone who was her caregiver.
Okay.
Who made it very clear that she fell on the stairs, but like not big. Right. And nobody thought it was like a tumble, she had a goose egg.
Right.
So like, and like a little bit of a cut, which they cleaned up, and then they like, she went to bed and she never woke up. I think she had a brain bleed. She ended up dying in bed, and then they actually.
Because I was asking if she died in bed rather than the stairs, so that makes sense.
Yeah, so they literally took her body out of here pretty quick. And like, she wasn't buried anywhere around here. They didn't have a funeral. Like, they kind of left from here and didn't come back much, it seemed like. And then it was like an older person.
Yeah.
I know I was writing your name a lot because it was very saying it very a lot.
You did.
And like aggressively, and the voice sounded different to start, but then it kind of like it was do you remember like TV when it would go fuzzy and it was kind of bringing in the picture, and like it would sound warped and like really spooky, but then it went from like this like creepy voice into like, oh okay, like this is obviously just somebody that was here.
Because you were writing stuff, and
I wanted
first, but
I wrote a lot more legible than I thought I did.
You did, very. And you wrote my name, and then it started to piece together when you were talking about like a little bird, and I got this little bird for my grandma behind my ear, and then he said blue eyes, and I was like, okay, well I have blue eyes, and then he said, and then he started to write in cursive, which was funny because my Grammy never let us write in printing, and she only ever let us write in cursive.
So between Samantha, the creepy voice, before when it turned into nice voice, said some f***ed up stuff, but when it turned into the nice voice, it was good stuff. So I don't know if those were two different people.
Interesting.
Because I remember writing about the forest, and I remember it being
that's
like,
where I was confused.
Like it was like spooky. But then like that voice turned into something else. I don't know if it was like overpowered by something else.
Right. Well, maybe
but, like,
it was somebody coming over top to you.
Look at the difference of
you
this.
told me to stop doing what we were doing, and my Grammy and my mom like hate that I do this kind of
The
stuff.
good stuff.
And then you told me to pray, which my mom always tells me to do, and my Grammy always told me to do.
This was different people.
It felt very different.
This was aggressive. Which it runs through to here, and then it was getting like quick.
Yeah.
And then the nice voice took over, and it started saying nice things.
Yeah. This is when I changed, and this is where it started to all make sense in here.
Stop playing with this stuff. Pray. It gives me the hay base.
And my mom hates it.
Did she like you the most?
I don't know. We definitely had a very good repertoire. It was like me and my mom. We like bumped heads a lot. I don't know what this was, what you were doing here.
Yeah, this is when I started to get fuzzy. Everything went fuzzy. Stopped on your okay.
Interesting.
That was fun. This is my favorite way of doing things because like it's just white noise, and then I'm just hearing what's in my head.
Yeah, it's a way of tuning everything else out. While I am emotional, Emotionally exhausted. Emotionally exhausted. Physically exhausted. Yes, but we have still more to do. And more ghosts to talk to. So let's keep going.
I have heard that the brides show up.
Selena and Taylor are sleeping in this room.
Taylor thought he saw someone in the bathroom. I want space. I see myself look at my face. I feel like I'm moving different, like I'm not moving.
Oh my god, I can't. Is this one of the house's usual ghosts? I'm kidding. Oh my god, I can't with this shit. Oh my gosh. Only good things are left and will always be. Get out. Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm KallMeKris. Did you hear that? What was that? Hello everybody. That terrifying ghostie was Selena Spooky Boo, aka my best friend, aka she sees ghosts. Ew. We're so happy to have her on the channel. We're also sitting in her dwelling, in her home, which is so fucking haunted. I didn't want to live in a haunted house. And she lives in a haunted house, and I'm super excited. We are maybe gonna start ghost hunting a little bit more, and I'm gonna pop my cherry. She's gonna... We're those kind of friends. But yeah, I'm excited to explore this house with her. We're gonna do some interviews. We're bringing a medium in. Medium's coming in. And if you don't know what a medium is, look it up in a book. I'm not gonna explain it. Maybe Jake can put something here. I don't know. She lives on 50 acres of haunted land. In the middle of nowhere. In the middle of nowhere. No neighbors to hear us scream. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. You guys might know what's gonna happen. I'm scared. Are you scared? Honestly, yeah. I wasn't before, and now we're here, and the candles have already been weird, so yeah. Let's do it. Right? Yeah, it's fine. They're not trained. I wish they were. This one gets on the table and he's on it. Hey everybody, we are here with Selena and Valerie. Selena is gonna intro her because she has some history with her, so go ahead. Yeah, so Valerie, back before TikTok or YouTube or anything, I actually had a reading from, and at the time I was like, I wonder if this stuff will come true, and it all did. So then I had her on my podcast, and I thought if there was anyone to have in Chris's video, it was gonna be Valerie. We'll link the podcast down below, and it is the Intuition Witch. She is a psychic medium, and she's the one who, you know, I've done some past life stuff with her, and it was mind-blowing. So yeah, she was the one. Yeah, right at the camera, if you don't mind. Hey. We're gonna make her really uncomfortable. Yes. But I've never done anything like this. I've never talked to a psychic medium or anything, so I'm very interested to ask some questions about the house, and then also about me and Selena and everything. So let's just get into it. It's gonna be a weird night. As long as I've known Chris, I feel like we met pretty early on, and we clicked, and we've always clicked. And I'm like, this is a Canadian bond, but it just seemed more than that, and we like miss each other and we talk all the time. And which I don't do with anyone, really. I was like, this feels deeper, and I know like before, like Adam and I had known each other in other lives. Do you know if that is like a chance or on the realm of a chance?
From what I have learned, actually it is. And I don't mean to give you like the cheesy corny, yeah, that's exactly it, right answer, but ultimately like your soul has planned to be here as much as yours has. You both plan to interact in this lifetime and have a certain story or lesson together and share that with whoever wants to share your experience, which is basically the world, right? Yeah. But you guys both planned that when you were planning your entrance into planet Earth, really, as a soul, to take your lifetime this time through. But ultimately those lifetimes could have been many one through. Like that's what I've learned, is we usually spend them with the same type of souls, which is why when we reunite in our lifetime here, it feels so just like a soul connection. It's so deep, you just can't explain it with words.
Yeah, because usually I hate everyone. Yeah. And I like you. Yeah. I like you a lot. And I let her touch me, but I don't like people to touch me either. Oh. No, I like it. No, but that's really cool. It's weird. Like, I feel like I've always felt so drawn to Selena, and like, we live literally countries apart. But we're so alike in like the way we think and stuff, which is cool. Yeah, it's really easy. And we feel alive. She's the songbird of our generation. My other question was, we've done videos together with Sam and Colby, like I was telling you also. Hi, Sam and Colby. And yeah, we've both experienced really weird things, whether it's seeing things, hearing things at the same time.
Like no one else heard them but us.
Or me having dreams about things that have happened or stuff like that. And I've never really clicked it together until I met Selena and Sam and Colby, and they kind of told me about all this stuff. And then I was like, oh, so I've been kind of like delving more into it. But I was curious, like, is that anything I should like practice more, or can I look into it more? Do I have nothing? Is it just I'm crazy? Which wouldn't be surprising.
The dreams though, like she'll have dreams that come true, or she'll be like, I had this dream about you. I'm like, that happened yesterday.
So there's lots of different ways that I probably could answer this, because there's a scientific answer for sure.
Okay.
Like, don't know if you've ever been actually clinically diagnosed or anything, but typically people with ADD or ADHD.
Those guys.
Okay, you two are both on the same boat. Okay, that's why I can relate.
Okay.
But
yeah,
you're
definitely.
natural psychic gifts. 100% natural, because you were trained in the early years of life to become a very skilled empath, to the degree of being able to sense emotions from anywhere.
Okay.
But you were naturally trained at the same time to 100% doubt yourself every time you get those feelings.
Yes. That is very true.
That's the science of it, as far as what we learned. But when it comes down to like the way that your brain works, the energy behind the dreams, the deja vu experiences, that kind of thing, which I have to point out, they can be different for everybody. Because like deja vu, a lot of people have their experiences throughout like the day instead of actually in their dream realm at night.
Right.
So for that fact, I actually have to say, like, kind of adding to it, yes, it's deja vu through dreaming state, but in a sense where if you did work with it, you probably could start lucid dreaming. You could probably start doing what's called remote viewing as well.
Right.
You're probably actually already doing that without even kind of...
I've looked into that. I've looked into lucid dreaming and trying to get like more control over my dreams. Like I've had it quite a few times where I like realize I'm dreaming, and then like you can like kind of see what's going on or like explore a little bit more. Like I did that last night. I had a dream about Selena last night, and I told her about it. And I said like she was in like distress and she was so upset, and I didn't know why. And I got here, and then she told me that she has heart problems and stuff. And then
my heart was being wonky.
Yeah, and it was really strange. But like I was very awake in that dream. Like, you know, when you can wake up and you can recall everything. Yeah. And then I was concerned, and I texted her right away.
Can ghosts affect?
That's actually what I was going to say next about the both of you together. So there's some people that believe that this is just like, again, with your highly sensitive, empathic type of person. Other people believe this is more of a spiritual thing. Personally, I'm on the more spiritual side. But you guys both have this ability to basically be able to take on the feelings, emotions, and energies of the people around you, sometimes even physical symptoms. So that being said, also the spirits that are around you, say like they fell down the stairs in their lifetime and hit their head, and maybe that they hit their head on the temple in the right spot, and that's why they died, and you get an immediate headache walking into the place, and you can't understand why. It's constant. It's like migraines kind of thing, right?
Which you've been getting constantly the past few days.
And I'm not even going to point out the fact that there's no such thing as coincidences. The fact that I'm mentioning that as my example, it's probably because it's happened here.
It's a lot of land. Like there's a lot of land here. This house has changed hands a lot of times, and I know things that have come up before. Like I'm just so curious. Like even like when you came inside, your first general, because I know like when you go inside, like you get like a vibe. Like is there something that immediately jumped out?
Honestly, when I was driving in on my way here, it's interesting the path that my GPS had me take, because typically I don't take back roads late at night because I don't have the best night vision. I know nobody can see at night, but I really can't. So I was actually kind of like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take some more common roads. GPS wouldn't let me. It kept taking me this one back way. I had to go under basically an overpass, an archway that got really narrow and then comes back out. That going under that right there, I felt the energy shift. It went into more of like a lower vibrational frequency, if you will, and that's actually because you can probably see it well on camera. I'm quite shaky. I've been like that since that point. And it's because of this, like, I almost want to say whatever is here doesn't like exposure. Doesn't want, it's like they like to be quiet.
Up in the loft, we have this really weird issue with these candles. So they will turn them off and they turn on. And every night, 11 candles turn on of these. But when you break a camera out, those candles will not turn on. They will not happen. We had a seance here on Christmas Day with my family, and there was no cameras on, and it was hands down the most insane paranormal experiences I've ever had in my life, with the most evidence, with no cameras. So I'm curious curious, you know, we had stuff when we did it here, but I'm curious. I wanted Kris here. I feel like our energy like really amplifies together, and I feel like things, if it's gonna happen with cameras on, it's definitely gonna be tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
We gotta trick them.
We're not gonna have cameras.
Yeah, but it does seem like anytime we start doing stuff or we do videos and we stop, like things are wonky for a little few days.
Yeah, there's like a feeling of like, I want peace, I want quiet, I want my space back, kind of like overstepping sort of thing. And honestly, like, you know, you were saying there's some health issues going on. You should really consider the fact that there are some outside energies that could be influencing those for you. I know a lot of medical professionals don't even like touch that with a 10-foot pole or anything, but it seriously is something that there's been scientific studies done on it. It's pretty interesting. There's been actually documented proof of it through a couple different paranormal activity groups that go along and do this stuff. They show how the spirits can affect your physical body, and they call it kind of like overshadowing, like blacking out, taking your energy away from you. This is beyond just touching you and you know what I mean? Like they're influencing your thoughts and stuff too.
I mean, I've seen it firsthand with Selena. We've literally walked into like the Winchester mansion and she was ill the entire, and then she would walk out and be completely fine.
Just sitting here, it is very weird. Like I feel like I'm gonna throw up and like I'm freezing in here.
You're just baffled by it.
100% spiritual like influence there.
It's crazy because like I like ghost hunting, but if I'm gonna like throw up and poo my pants every time, I don't want to do it.
Like give me a glow up, not throw up.
Can you?
They're gonna hate me. Is there anything, because I'm new to all this, is there anything you should kind of stay away from, like how to not taunt them and that kind of thing? Like I don't want to disrespect anything.
Well, that's a tricky one actually.
Yeah,
it's like really different things offend everybody.
Right, exactly. We're toying with different time frames here, different mentalities, all of that kind of stuff. And really at the end of the day, it comes down to what spirit wants. And if we don't respect, spirit's going to make it happen whether we want them to or not. Like turning off cameras and things like that. Right. We kind of have no choice.
So just balls to the wall. We have so many gadgets to communicate with the ghosts or spirits. I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody. But what is the best way, do you think, to get any kind of reaction? I'm sure it depends on who you're talking to.
It does. I'm going to say from personal experience and my own personal opinion and preference, the spirit box is definitely a favorite, just because it comes with like solid proof. You can't deny. You hear that with your own ears. You just can't deny that. Cool. So my favorite would definitely be that, but kind of more on a spiritual term, I like a pendulum or crystals to really initiate a connection. Okay. Other than that though, 100% always going to go with number one tool is your intuition.
What you feel, hear, see, smell.
I feel that. Yeah. I feel that. The people at home are gonna be like, okay, but like, no.
You wait, this house is weird.
No, but that's fair.
Now Kris she's like never had a reading at all or anything. And I'm just curious if you,
she's laughing, she's like,
do you feel anything or
I'd be curious to know.
Oh, okay. Well,
anything off the table, Kris?
No.
Okay. Everything's on the table.
No. Things can get really deep.
That's okay.
Personal.
That's okay. No, my audience already knows it's too much. So go ahead.
So I'm not gonna lie, I did a little channeling before I came. You know, kind of like the meditation mode when driving, and just letting whatever could come to me kind of come to me. And I feel like there's some healing that you're going through right now, and I do feel like it has to do with your connection together. But I also feel like it has to do with someone else who's really important in your life. Like you can validate, there's no way I would know anything about this, but pretty sure there's something going on with like your mom really likes Selena.
She loves Selena. Really wants to meet Selena. She never even met her.
I want to meet your mom. Moms love me. I don't know what it is, but like I'm sure like people are like my mom loves you, and I'm like, I'm your connection to your children. You watch my farts together.
Oh my god. Oh, but yes. Yeah. There's like this like trio of energy between the three of you. I'm not really sure what that is yet, but picking up on the trio of energy, and I'm also picking up that you're going through a healing phase just in regards to your feminine energy, in regards to like the relationship that you carry with your mom, with females in general. And I really feel like a lot of it has to do with the overall relationship that you have started out having with your mom. I don't know why, but anytime I think about it, I feel very drawn to moonstone. So if you have moonstone, if anything you need to like...
Why? I don't know.
I'm gonna grab you some right now just to hold on to. Okay, that's my favorite stone. That's my working stone. I got a nice...
So yeah, definitely something that you want to keep near you. Close to you as possible.
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
But it's gonna be very beneficial over the next, like, I'm gonna say 3 to 4 months, because there's some transformation taking place.
Okay,
in regards to that relationship.
I mean, I just cut off all my hair, so clearly I'm going through a manic episode. Maybe that gave it away. I mean, you don't know that I cut my hair.
To take it to like a very more personal level, and believe me, we are loving on Mom. We are not, she did the best that she could momming you.
Oh my God, that's what my mom always says. She's like, I did the best that I could.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Emotions were high, and regulation might have been a little lower, and stress is high, and that's just what happens in the life of motherhood. Believe me, I know. I am not judging, but I feel like there was some things there that need to still be worked out.
I feel like that's in motion right now.
Oh,
so that's
great.
good. That's good to hear. My mom's gonna be watching this. She's gonna be like, better say something nice about me right now. But no, it is. Like, it's, yeah, we definitely had like rocky path, pun intended. My therapist is gonna watch this and just be like, no, a lot of that makes sense. So that's good to hear. That wasn't bad. I thought you were gonna tell me I was gonna like die.
You can go deeper than that.
That is really only the beginning, but
Okay, yeah, because that was light work.
Okay, right?
Make her cry.
I don't want to keep it here forever, but if there's deeper stuff, feel free.
Not to poke and prod, but we're gonna hit on the masculine energy that's been hanging out around here, and the therefore lack of influence going on. So let's just say, I feel like Dad's energy is kind of like absent, present but absent.
He won't see this, so it's
present but absent, but he's loving about it, right? Like, he still loves you.
Yeah.
And I get it, dads are busy, dads are doing their thing, dads make their money, whatever. But for you, I feel like this has affected you in a bit of a strong sense, and I feel like it's holding you back when it comes to relationships, making you rather picky. Yeah, making you somebody who kind of like doesn't even want to put yourself out there, which is ironic given your career, of course. But yeah, realistically, I feel like it's really affected that part of who you are.
My audience is laughing right now, by the way, because I know.
But yes, so much love. Like, they're wanting you to get through this. The reason why it comes up, right? Because believe me, there is a relationship out there, and I'm not trying to be like the corny, cheesy psychic that tells you all you want to hear, but it is out there. It's just this healing process that you're in the process of kind of going through, bringing the masculine and the feminine to a balance, and everything is really happening for a reason before you jump both feet into a relationship. Because I know how cautious you are. I can totally sense that 150%. There's like letting people get to know you, and then there's like just putting a wall up, and we're just gonna have to bring that wall down a little bit, but it starts with you, right? Because you have an amazing career. You let everybody see who you are as an individual and stuff, and there's pretty much, like you said, not a lot that your fans and followers and friends don't know about you, right? But there's actually a lot you don't know about you.
I believe that,
right? Totally. It kind of brings me back to that saying that we can only get as intimate in our relationships as we can with our actual selves. So over this course of kind of like, I want to go with like almost a year's time frame here, you're really going to be spending time getting more intimate with yourself as far as like what you enjoy, what you don't enjoy, just really exploring and letting yourself kind of let loose in a sense. Like,
already cut my hair off, done.
Carefree.
No, but totally. I again went into this year just kind of wanting to focus on myself more, because you kind of always like reach for other things to distract you, and I've kind of always done that and not really looked inside myself.
Take this as a point of validation, but also a confirmation that you are 150% on that right path, because of the fact that you've already done the work.
When you did come in, like, do you get people, like, did you vibe with any like people energies or anything up in this bit?
That's it. Scientific term, up in this bitch.
Actually, I picked up on a couple. I don't feel like they're connected, though. I kind of feel like they're from all different time frames, or like just, different areas even, because I do know from my experience doing this, and especially in country homes where there's lots of land and not near as many individuals living on that land, the spirits from far and wide will come and attach to the person that actually is capable of hearing, understanding, and connecting to them too. So I have to say, I feel like there's one individual that's really not connected to the house per se, more to the property. The house is, It has history, but I don't feel like that's any of the reason why these spirits are connecting with you, why they're kind of bothering you, if you will. But I did pick up specifically on a female and a little child as well. I think a little boy.
Okay. This house is weird. It's very large and it has like, it's been built on over time. And like, there's definitely some weird things about this land. And like, cause before when we did a video about this house, Taylor's friend came in and she was medium and she had some ideas about some things in some places. And it's cool to hear different things come through. But there's definitely like some locales that have been more spooky than others. The most is the loft. So I've been working, writing a book, and you will I'll be on camera and you will audibly, everyone in the comments, like you will hear them run down that hallway into the loft and come down those stairs. And it's a very distinct sound. And I've literally turned it around. You can hear it. You can hear what the floor is doing. Yeah, I'm curious. I feel like I don't know who's messing with the candles because I have these candles. They're buy button. I went on Amazon. I looked at the reviews. Over 472 reviews. No one had the candles turning on by themselves. So like when we do go up there, I'm gonna turn them all off. We can like head down the hall or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna turn on. I've heard stuff out there when I was here before I really knew it was haunted and stuff. So I already know shit's going down up there. Yeah, take a look-see first if you want to enjoy.
You guys are familiar with like extraterrestrials, energies outside of Earth and away from our
100%.
planet, if you will. Aliens. That's what those connect us to. Spiritual connection through the skull of a crystal. That's all of it right there.
When I manifest, I put it on my chest and I envision like this light, all my body's like going through it and like connecting up to the universe. So that is trippy.
Whoa, that's like a cool image.
Yeah.
I just picture E.T.
We're gonna do that too. We're gonna make you lay on the carpet and talk to aliens tonight.
Sounds good. Flat surface to put it on.
I got it.
Yeah, because I remember you did that to us.
I make them lay down and I put the crystals all over them and I like manifest with their noggins. But yeah, this is where like I spend a lot of time. But the weird thing is about these candles is I'm gonna turn them all off. But I wasn't up here for 2 days. They never turned on. But if you're coming and going, they turn on.
Okay.
Which is very strange. Oh, these are already off. Look at those ones are already up. Oh, all of those ones are already off. So they turn on and off.
That's new. Exciting.
Like remote going away. The remote. Okay. But I also do have things up here that are strange. I have like the Ouija boards that are like from the 40s and like things. I also have like all these photos that are not my ancestors that date.
Selena has random pictures of dead people all over her home.
I do.
She doesn't know them. She never did.
I've adopted them.
Yeah.
I adopt after death. Is there any other way to explain that? Why do I do that?
You know what? I could be one of those people right now that's just gonna like kind of creep you out, probably. And I think I might have actually mentioned this in one of your readings one time. I can't remember, but I swear to God, it's like part of your purpose here.
To collect dead people?
Well, to actually adopt them from the afterlife, because there's somebody had to come on this planet and take on the role, and us mediums and people that connect to the spiritual side and stuff, we kind of like unknowingly, acceptingly took that role because somebody has to marry the dead and the living somehow, right? We have to understand each other and stop making it such a taboo experience, even though, most people would never think of that as a thing. But I think just you knowing and having that connection to the other side, part of it is your gift growing and expanding and just creating awareness sometimes to a spirit on the other side, and then you having your knowledge of the fact that they're dead and you're the one living. Sometimes that kind of transfers over to them and then they cross over, right? It's almost like you're helping to clear up the spiritual energy that's been lingering behind.
Some of the photos I hold, I feel and I see memories, and other ones are just photos. They're just pieces of paper. But other ones I get, like I'll pick it up and I'll have a memory that's not mine. And I feel like with that gift, like my home reading thing that I do, I don't know what it is that I do. That's the thing, is I see and hear other people's memories and things like that. So some photos for me really hold something.
Maybe that's why you're attracted to me, because I'm dead inside.
Are you dead? Wake up. You're alive. No, there's nothing there, man. I thought I smelled something.
Now the candles aren't doing their thing.
No, but like, I gotta wait. We'll see. Taylor counted them for a week.
Yes.
And every single night, by 1 o'clock, 11 of them would turn on. So we turn them all off, we go to bed. We move the one mattress down here. This one turns on, and the one behind my head turned on. So the one behind his butt, and the one behind my head turned on.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Gay vibes up in this area.
I do.
Oh, I thought you said gay vibe.
Yeah, me too. I was like, wait a second.
That's what I'm waiting for. Taylor just like spins real fast. We're all
wow.
Anyway, sorry, getting vibes.
Yes, I definitely do get some vibes up here. I, like yourself, can kind of get vibes off of items and pictures and things like that. Pictures especially more than items, but having the pictures around, that kind of
So sorry.
Right? Attracts my energy. I'm sort of drawn to that particular spot. Interestingly enough, I'm also drawn over here to these crystals specifically. I feel like there's some sort of like protective measure going on. Like they're here watching over you in this house.
I did, like, what do we call spells or something?
Okay.
But I did like heavy protective vibes on both these guys. Mainly this one. Hold on.
It's your intention is everything that you put into these things.
Yeah, that's what I would do. It's like my jewelry. Like I do like these. Everything's gonna be like super. Like I'll sit with it and I get all my herbs together and I put like this is gonna keep me safe. This is gonna.
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what I mean by this. The intention behind all this, and this. Oh my God, it sings like extraterrestrial energy, like Octurian or something. Like just absolute beautiful, superhuman kind of like energy. Just gorgeous kind of thing.
Off
it's
the
like
record.
A future version of you is here protecting the old version of you.
Oh, I like that.
This is the kind of thing that I feel like it's like the people that have lived here before you genuinely love this space as well. There's a lot of love in the energy that is here. With that, there's concern. There's like, you know, I want this to stay my home. I want this to stay the way that it was. That kind of energy. So, of course, during renovations and stuff, you're probably having weird experiences. That's kind of like normal with paranormal sort of stuff. I think it kind of goes a little bit deeper than that for some of these spirits. And specifically the one you were talking about, the male that you said comes and goes kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's like he's like a watcher, kind of like he wants to keep watch over everything going on
That's
here.
the same. That's
right. He's not stuck. He's not bound. He knows he's dead. He comes.
Yeah, he seems like he goes all the time. Like there'll be nothing, but when he's here, oh, it's so obvious.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a peeping Tom. I feel like I felt something when I was showering today.
He's just like, yeah, there's a blonde in my shower today.
It's just like, give that back to you.
And when we did research like on who owned this house, we did like the Estes method, which is the spirit box with the headphones, and we were fully conversing. And I found out that 3 of the men who had lived on this property between the 50s and the 80s all died in 2021 within 3 months of each other. All of them, and they all died in their 90s, which was crazy. But we narrowed it down to one man who was the one who built the majority of this house. And along, like, we've kind of found that he's very come and go. When he's gone, he's gone. But when he's here, he's here. Like, I don't feel him at all when he's gone, like, at all. But when we're doing things, like, we just finished renovating the loft and making it all my dream. He was very around. He used to be down here, but now he's never down here, really. He's up there. He hangs out up there in that hallway down to the spiral staircase. He's very interesting. This is where people most spend their time because it's very cold on that half of the house in the winter. So we have fires almost every night.
Yeah, this is super nice and warm over here.
Mm-hmm. Fire went out long ago.
I almost feel like it's like a party up in here. Oh, I don't know. I feel like there's so much energy here.
In this room?
Yeah.
It just goes. I literally twerking. Yeah. I tried sleeping in here once, and I took all the dogs to bed, and I was laying on. I had a mattress that fits between here, and I was laying here, and I heard what you know when your dog dreams, like. I heard that, and I'm like, oh, it's Molly, and then I like, because I remembered I am alone, and then I like made sure I was awake, and then right when I sat up. Stopped. Okay.
I can understand that. In this room, I kind of feel like there's more like a sensation to want to touch. Touch. Be close to each other. Like, I feel like something wants to touch.
Definitely haven't banged in here yet.
That's probably why.
I haven't. Other people have.
Did you get anything when you like look
I
at
was
these?
really drawn to that one photo in the middle there, and I could totally tell that's somebody Selena doesn't even know.
Yeah.
I keep going back. Every time I'm near her, every time I'm like anywhere near her, like even like one time I was just popped into Winners real quick and she happened to be in the line in front of me. I'm like, oh hey, you know, we just talked for a few minutes. I keep feeling like she has this special ability to help spirits cross from the other side. Like it's super, and they find her through whatever means they need to find her. If that's through old photos, if that's through old items, if that's through a place, like they find her one way or another, right?
Yeah, she said more like Sam and Colby or something. She'll have stuff brush her, or she'll hear somebody talking. I've been with her, and we both have heard somebody talking like clear as day in front of us, and that was the most wild experience of our life.
I was like, I said to myself, I was like, if that was real, like, give me a sign, and it was lilac.
I think she's definitely like a conduit for that kind of stuff. We're talking about how powerful you are.
Yeah. I was like, dude, I'm a button. And I'm like, We were doing a video in the room that she was in and knocked on it. Someone like hit the door.
Yeah.
And we like
go back to that clip.
This day we saw the photos. It was the scariest thing that ever happened in that house.
That's horrifying.
That was a knock on the door.
Yo.
Let me just.
Selena's house is very haunted.
We flew that door open.
Yeah.
Nothing was there.
right.
This is a very strange room.
I can see that.
Oh, sorry.
Dog gets me every time.
You have a husky, so don't look.
It's a real
make sure
dog,
Loki doesn't see this part.
taxidermied.
Selena didn't kill it. I didn't. It was
Vegan
a high-
teacher, don't look.
Don't look. Everybody take her. Sorry. Everyone knocks their heads off this wall. There's 2 cross spaces on either side that are terrifying. And there's like a little hidden.
Yeah, stay tuned. We might go into these crawl spaces alone.
I'm so scared.
Wow, okay.
But everyone can attest to this. Taylor, sounds that come out of this cross space.
Yeah, I used to sleep in this room.
Okay.
And now we don't. This room has been decommissioned as a guest quarter.
Okay.
Because the energy, like, it's weird. You wake up during the night, you feel the like the cold and hot air change. It's just, so now it's just room for
Right.
stuff.
Don't you find it just a little bit weird? And this, I think, room is a perfect example for this. About how creepy stuff happens in the weirdest places. Like, it screws with our heads sometimes, I find.
No, it's like, why would it be behind creepy door number 1?
Right?
Yeah, it's the creepiest part
And
of
it's
the
just
whole
a weird
room.
room, too. Like, who has a room like this?
That goes
Yeah.
straight through.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 doors in this room.
I didn't realize how small the doors are.
So,
Perfect size for you.
I'm not sure if this is something you might be aware of or not, but doors are actually portals.
Great.
Energetically. Having so many in one room, yeah, I can understand why there's a lot of activity up here.
Yeah.
I hope you, God forbid, don't have any mirrors in here.
No, wait.
Good.
Oh.
That says Sadie with a fatty.
And of course, it's even better because it's facing the bed.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
So I gotta take. Please come down. Or should we leave it up for tonight, though? What if
Maybe
that's
for
how they
tonight.
come?
You're
Leave
coming.
the batty sticker up. I like it.
Yeah.
It looks like me with long hair.
Chris.
Except you got a way fatter ass than me.
Go put a wig on.
Look, no comparison.
Yeah, but this is a weird room. But yeah, no one sleeps there. I've tried to nap in here.
So what you read that Jay just put in is that we just got back from the hospital. Selena's okay now. She got EKG, she got blood work done. You can tell them a little synopsis of what happened.
For some reason, anytime I'm around you, I'm kidding. Anytime I'm around ghost stuff, I have weird blood pressure issues, and it was scary high, and we were having some scary symptoms.
It
So
was very scary. Her chest got really tight. We were worried she was gonna have a heart attack.
you saw me cry.
Yeah, her blood pressure was insane.
Yeah.
Like, it was like we asked a doctor before I went to the hospital, and they're like, "Go to the hospital."
Yeah.
But we're back now,
And I'm not
we're
dead.
Okay. And she said she's okay to film the video. I was like, "We don't have to do this," but she's fucking crazy.
I'm gonna talk to the dead.
So we were away for like 5 hours.
Forever.
I don't know. A while. But now we're back, and we're gonna investigate the first room, which is kind of the heart of the home. Because you said this is a place where a lot of activity has happened.
You know, now it's definitely the middle of the night.
It is.
So spooky stuff is gonna happen.
So what do you want to start with first? Lena has a bunch of different ghost hunting gadgets. I'm not sure what to use.
We have all of this. I would
pod?
go for the REM pod,
Okay,
and I go
so-
for the music box.
REM pod. But essentially, in layman's term, we turn it on, we put it on the ground, and anything that comes into relative close contact with it, it'll make a noise. So it's gonna calibrate, and then anything that comes...
Yep.
Yeah, anything that comes near this antenna, it'll go off. Okay, so then if I come near it, then it'll go off. But you have to be really close. Thank you for your demonstrations. Oh my god, this is... Eddie's sensing a ghost. You see ghost?
Oh, I think it might be. Look, if you see a ghost. He blinked! He blinked!
And then we have the music box, which is creepy as... Taylor and I were talking about this earlier, and it literally makes the scariest noise. Same thing as a REM pod, you have to come like into pretty close, right? Come into pretty close contact.
You have to walk right in front of it.
Right. What nightmares are made of, so we're gonna put that on the ground too.
Every time you move it, you have to calibrate it. I'll learn that.
Oh, okay.
Does anybody call me out?
Okay.
And it works for.
And is it all around it?
Oh, there's no shadow. It's just in front.
Okay. We're gonna try to debunk anything that happens, and if it keeps happening, I don't know what to tell you, to be honest. So should we ask questions?
Yeah, I always open it and I just ask,
Since it's your home, go ahead, you ask
I gotta
first.
turn off the lights. It's not.
Yeah, okay.
We gotta get into recording ghosts. Is this one of the house's usual ghosts?
Oh my god!
can't with this shit, bro.
You're sleeping here for 2 days. Leroy, if that's you, can you step away? I'm gonna be a music box.
I don't think it's Leroy. Okay. If you're one of the little kids that Valerie was talking about, can you step away? Oh.
The REM pump.
Oh my god.
I told you my house is funky. What was that?
Dude, what the? Is anybody upstairs right now?
No.
This has no floor above it. This is ceiling.
Okay.
Are you the one who...
REM pod. Oh my god. Chris, yes.
Yeah. I live here. Take the dog. Stop! Sorry. Leroy, I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm just kidding. Leroy, is this you?
Is Leroy a trickster? Like, is he like a game
He just
player?
comes and goes. He just really does.
That REM pod really scared me. I don't know why it scared me more than the music box.
Eddie, I'm gonna put you down.
Eddie, go look for ghosts.
You tell us if anything's here, okay?
Yep, those are Costco socks. Good sale.
Now we're not a part of it and nothing's happening.
So interesting. Okay, Eddie, go look. Oh. Why is he Bro, usually a dog would go towards the
He was
noise.
barking over there before.
The whole time you guys were gone, I was lying right here. Like, I have the blanket. He was sitting right here, and he kept barking right here, like looking right there. And like all the dogs would join in. I'd be like, "What's going on?" I look, no one's there. Nothing's there.
Is there a spirit here that wants to speak to Chris?
There always is, isn't there?
It's weird we're not talking to anyone.
Yeah. Shut the f up.
If you are a spirit who is actually connected to Chris, go over there. Let's go. Go be with her.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Just go away.
Go near it.
Okay. Who could it be in your life?
You're very your mom character. You better stop that right now. Okay. I feel like if it's anybody, it would be like my Grammy or something.
It's weird that you went right into like the mom boat. Oh. You asked.
She would not like my haircut right now if it was my Grammy. Literally, it's so funny. So my grandma literally speak. My grandma had cancer, right? God rest her soul, loved her to death. So I cut off my hair. I cut off my hair for her, like pretty short, not this short, but quite short. And then I came to show her, can I speak? And she was like, why'd you cut your hair? It was so pretty before. Now you look like a boy. And I was like, I cut it for cancer, Grandma. She's like, you shouldn't have. Savage. Love her to death. I love her.
You asked her to stop and she stopped.
Yeah. Do you like my hair? I think that's dumb. I think that answers that. That was too on point. That actually really is scary.
Ask if she hates it.
Do you hate my hair? And please. Oh, she's impartial. Oh, she's impartial? Okay, maybe she's impartial. Okay, she'll take it or leave it.
What is with the mountains?
Dude, I don't know. It's so quick, too.
My dad's mom came through on Christmas and it was like, this house, I honestly feel like it being in the middle of the country, it's like a weird portal, like the way it's laid out, it's a weird house. I feel like it's a portal. It's like different energy, different temperatures, and I feel like this is the best place to like bring people in.
We're talking and it's not going on.
Right.
That's so weird, bro. Okay, I think we've gotten a lot from here. And I feel like we're like peaking right now, and I feel like we should go to other rooms. I hope it was my Grammy, and if it was, I'm keeping her here.
Hopefully that's validation.
Hopefully that's gonna make me cry.
I know. I'm about to cry. I feel like she's here. There's energy. I don't.
Like, I feel like this sassy energy, and that's her.
Dude, if I had arm hair that I didn't shave off.
I know. I have her hair. Look at my pussy.
She's here. You didn't say anything.
Look at that. Oh my god.
Well,
that's cool.
Wow, yeah.
Not bad. Okay, let's move on, I guess. What is that thing that's going on?
I don't know, but it's saying somebody's hanging out over here.
Yeah, the red is.
And the doorknob sounded like it just jiggled, so good start.
Chris, I was wondering if you were like into moving here.
Do you need me to? Are you gonna pay?
I don't know.
Okay, so we need to explain what all this shit is. It's that.
This is a new guy, and it's letting you know that Taylor's close. So if there's someone over here, the green light goes on. If someone comes over here, red light's gonna go on.
Okay, so it's kind of like a motion sensor. And then all of these, some of you that have watched like Sam and Colby's videos, shout out to Sam and Colby, we love you. These are literally cat toys. They, again, are, if you go near them, like if I'm to, wait for it to go off. So if you have to like make a significant
Or touch it.
It'll go off. Yeah. So there's nothing crazy to these. It's literally just a regular cat toy.
And then around here, I'm gonna turn them all off, but do you see these candles? They were off.
So we shut all the candles off, the ones up there, these ones, and they all turned on by themselves while we were at the hospital.
Oh, these are already off. Look at those ones are already up. Oh, all of those ones are already off. So they turn on and off.
That's new. So we're gonna put the cat balls all over the room.
And turn off all the lights.
We also have some other things, but I think we'll just start off with these, yeah?
Yeah.
There's lots. There's a poltergeist.
If you're a ghost, what would your ghost power be?
Oh.
Should we move that further?
Well, that.
I'm curious about. But this is facing this way.
Yeah.
Okay. Just because I'm really curious and I really want it to be like really far away from us. We might have to shut that off because it won't shut the fuck up.
Maybe instead, let's shoot it down that hallway, like through an open door.
The music box is recalibrated.
Ready for the song?
That's just like 20 feet away from us. Okay. Oh my god. Maybe since this going off towards Taylor, do you want to back up or like maybe move this way a little bit more?
2 foot range. That's it.
Okay, just for my piece.
I got you.
Okay. So they're. Okay.
I'm never sleeping up here again.
Are you kidding me? We can't even start.
Okay, so you start.
This is my loft. This is the epitome of all of the paranormal things that go on in my house. This is where people walk around. This is where the candles turn all the time. I have been on lives where you literally hear people walking around up here.
Dude, that thing is so far away. And like the camera, no shadows are on it. Like when
a second before said that there were kids up here,
right?
And the kids were super playful, and they liked all the equipment, and they liked playing with stuff.
This is wild.
Yeah. Okay, let's turn one of them off.
We gotta turn the music box off. Oh my god, it's going so fast. I don't like it. It's like,
what is it pointing at? Just open doors?
Just.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be what the psychic medium said is it's basically pointing through the portals.
Yeah, that room's a portal.
So that's cool. Confirmed? Okay.
If you're a child ghost, can you beep? If you're an adult ghost, can you beep? If you're an inhuman ghost,
don't ask that. Stop, Selena! Selena!
Maybe it's a dog. Inhuman.
Oh.
Okay, that would make me. What does that mean?
Are you?
No.
We're good.
Okay, didn't answer anyway.
I will delay
delayed though.
It was
But
delayed.
the dog
It was
demon
delayed.
baby, I don't know. She's a dog with horns. I still love it. So, Spirit, around this room, we have a whole bunch of these really fun balls. Okay?
Yep. A lot of fun balls.
It's flashing over there.
Oh my god, it is. In the cup. What the f***? It's in the cup like 20 feet away from us, bro. You just asked it. That's...
What is?
Yeah.
Can I live in your
Yeah, you can come to my house, man. This shit is f***ing, bro. All my dogs. Bro, if this candle goes out, I'm gonna shit my pants and burn your house down.
YouTuber news.
Chris Cohen title of the new video. Call me Chris burns down something to Spooky Boo's house.
And shit's pants.
And shit's pants.
They think it's funny. They're laughing.
Has this house, like, has there been, like, a fire or anything?
Do you feel like there has been?
I don't know. I'm just getting fire vibes. And I've made jokes about burning your house down and your cabin multiple times.
That was quiet for a while until you started talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Has this house...
It's like, bitch, should we rotate this thing?
It's like move it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Put it back up here.
Yeah.
It's like clear our energy.
Okay.
Connect. Be ready.
I can
to be
disassociate.
entered. To absorb.
I'm ready. Okay. I'm trying to move the candle with my mind.
Quiz. What was that?
She's a witch. It did.
From that way.
That doesn't make any sense. Jay, play the replay on that. Did it come from this way? Because if it did, I'm really scared. Because Taylor's literally this way.
See that again. Why is there a breeze? Why is there a breeze? Why is there a breeze? Do you feel the breeze?
Yes.
No windows. I feel like it's weird, but I feel like what's in my house is not bad. Leroy, I think, has this like really nice energy, and he feels almost dad-like. And he told us before that he like is gonna watch out for us and stuff like that.
Right, that's good.
And I feel like there has been bad things here, but I feel like he came in, he was like, out you go.
Right.
That's the thing. Like I'm here, and I feel like a little spooked, but like I never feel like genuinely scared. It doesn't feel
No,
genuinely
I've never
bad.
felt like scared in your house. Like, well, like maybe a little spooked out, but not like fearful for like my life.
Luckily, nothing spooky has happened in your bedroom or your bathroom.
Yet. Ask some questions.
That's going off again.
Okay. The cat toy in the glass. Got it.
That's where the music box was pointed at too before,
That's
when
right.
it wouldn't stop.
Yes. If anybody is up here with us, you can feel free to touch any of the cat toys or walk near that weird triangle thing because it'll go off if you do.
Or, as the nights have shown, feel free to turn on any of the candles.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we turned them all off again?
Yeah, there was 10 on after they were all turned off.
Yes. Oh, the cat toy's going off?
Oh yeah.
As soon as I looked over there.
So they're over there.
Yeah.
I wonder if we should put the REM pod on over there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let's set more stuff over there.
Okay.
The flashlight is set up here.
The flashlight will go off, like it'll go on or off. It's like really light sensitive or really touch sensitive.
All right, Spirit, over here.
I liked it.
Why are the dogs barking like this?
I don't know. I gotta stop moving my candle.
Can you get the camera on Eddie and see where he is if he's barking right at that?
He's like looking up at us like, what are you doing? Hey. Hi. Cutie.
Nothing's going off right now, but we're not paying attention to it, which is interesting.
Yeah.
That one is going off.
Okay. Today's so funny. Finish one shit.
Oh.
He literally pissed.
He's just pissing. He's just pissed on the
I
door.
literally called it. I said it would be so funny if we went and shit over there.
They're not trained. I wish they were. It's kind of funny.
Bro, he just barked.
Come here. Sit. Can you sit? All right. Eddie, is there any spirits up here?
Just my dick. Bro, the way he
went over there and went, and he jumped back from it.
And he jumped back and he came over here. And then that starts going off. That thing's been on for like 15 minutes. What the fuck?
Can you please step away from the REM pod? Okay, so right now motion and I think it's temperature are both going off. Each light is for a different thing.
Okay. I am scared.
Yeah.
Ask me a question.
Can you, if you are a spirit, can you please step away from the REM pod? It's like it's hard because in your eye you start like picturing what.
I know. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Oh my god, 3 of them are going off. 3 of them.
What is that? What is that?
One is temperature, one is movement, and one is something else.
It's twigging out.
There's
bro.
3 of them on.
Go away. Oh my god, I can't, bro. It's changing so much. Like, if this thing was glitching, it would just be on the same thing.
Stress yawning.
Can you step away?
Step away. Leroy, can you please step away? It doesn't feel like Leroy.
You know Leroy better than me.
What do you feel right now?
Scared? Like very off put?
Because like you're so in tune. More in tune than you know. Now, like if you were to hone in and like see in your mind's eye what you think this is.
I feel like I'm being taunted right now. Like I feel like somebody's playing with me. Not necessarily like in an evil way. It keeps changing.
Like I want to go turn it off and turn it on, but
Yeah.
like I'm like afraid to approach.
Yeah. That's how I feel too. You know when you can feel something like over top of you like this? That's what it feels like.
You can choose anything in this room to keep. If you step away, he won't stop stress on me.
It's weird that he's not going over to it.
Eddie?
It stresses me out. Yeah, get it. Put Eddie in.
Eddie, just
go get it. Go get it, Eddie. Dude.
Is there something bad over there?
Go get it. Eddie's. Why does he look? He literally never looks like
He's scared.
this. He's like shaking. I don't like this. Like, bro, like we need to. Eddie, come on.
Look at the.
The cap. Oh no, I think it's.
Why is that one going off?
Because you walked. Maybe. I don't know. Or not. Maybe it moved. Eddie and I are not okay with this situation.
It's going again.
Don't look at me like that.
It's moved from this to this.
Okay.
Spirit, if you're here,
What if it keeps moving around the room? I'm gonna shit myself.
can you make this cat ball light up again?
Oh.
And he's like, sure, bro,
Eddie's
hold
checking
on.
it out. I'm stress laughing. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm stress shitting, okay?
I gotta sleep up here tonight. I'm sleeping in your bed with Adam.
We can honestly pull all the mattresses in here and have a sleepover party.
Yeah, let's do that.
Weird, it's like the energy's gone now, which is strange.
Yeah, it's like it freaked us out. Now it like wants us to move on to like another room to freak us out.
I really feel like that room is the portal room. I just feel like you should go in the cross space by yourself.
Yeah, that'd make for a really good video now, wouldn't it? I guess I will.
I just want to show you my hole.
That's what they always say. Let me go in the crawl space by myself in this really haunted house.
Chris.
Yeah.
What are you about to do?
I'm about to crawl in that hole in the wall, which leads to, Taylor, open door 1. Literally a black hole of abyss.
Could be Narnia.
It's not, but I'm gonna go in there by myself and ask whatever's in here questions.
Now, Taylor, when you slept in here, you spent a lot of time sleeping in here.
Yeah.
What did you experience the most?
It was actually that door out of all of them. It's like you can hear like it just wants to get out. Whatever it is.
Bro. You better like the video right now if you haven't already.
Subscribe if you ain't no bitch.
Go on.
Okay, so we're gonna put you in there.
It's cold in there too. It's
It's really cold. It's like as cold as outside. We're gonna turn off lights. We're gonna stay here because we don't want anything bad to happen to you. We're gonna hang out here, but like, just talk to it. So head into it was all a dream.
Do you have a blanket? It's really cold.
Yeah.
I'm such a bitch. Give me a blanket while I talk to the ghosts.
There you go, darling.
Yes. I'll sleep over with the ghosts now.
Get in your hole. No one wants you here.
Are you sure there's no like raccoons in here?
No, I was just in there playing hide and seek.
Bro, it's like the outside in here.
Yeah, just sit on that nice little wood thing right there. Yeah.
No good vibes in here.
No. You know what this just before you go in there, stop. I just want to tell you what this reminds me of. Do you remember Paranormal Activity?
Stop! I can't do this if you do that. Stop. Why'd you do that?
We're gonna be right outside.
Okay.
Knock when you're ready. I'm not leaving this spot. Okay. I'm sorry I told you about this.
Stop! Close the door. Stop!
Okay. I'm so scared. If there is anything in here, could you give me a sign? It could be a tap, or you can move something. I feel like so paralyzed in here, like heavy. If there is anything in here, you're welcome to let me know. Oh my god, I heard something coming. Oh, it was so quiet. I don't think the camera could pick it up. It was like right here. It was like this. Oh my god. Can you make that sound again if you're in here? Okay, I'll give you one more time to make any kind of sound. Okay, I'm f***ing done. Okay, I'm done. Are you okay? She opens the door with this. Okay? That's what nightmares are made. So I asked it like 3 times to make a noise while I was in there. And I don't know if the camera would have been able to pick it up, but I shit you not, literally exactly what Taylor was talking about. It was like a... Right behind me. Right behind me. Oh, against that side, like the roof, like out towards the house.
Yes, and I pointed it out in the video too.
Apparently this room is a portal. Maybe something was just trying to like come through.
Okay, don't come through me. I have some sense. Let's move on. It's coming, Chris! You're dilating. I mean, it's out. Oh, I got its head. I got to turn its shoulders. All right.
Oh, you just popped me.
Yeah, your man's gonna be like throwing a hot dog down the hallway after this one. Oh God, it's a baby.
Oh, throw it back. Oh, it didn't like that or being disrespectful about the babies.
Oh my God.
Oh shoot.
Okay.
Wait, do you love these babies?
Oh shit, they've been up there for so long.
Took them away.
Can you step away?
Are these dolls haunted?
Chris is gonna explain a lot of things.
Okay.
Wait. If these dolls are haunted, step away. Is this one haunted? Is this one?
want us to put your babies back? Weird. Oh, I feel like we gotta respect the babies now.
Such a big baby. Like, I'd be concerned.
I'm just gonna put this baby back.
I'm gonna put this one back too.
Are you glad to have your babies back?
Can we?
Okay. Can we turn that off? That thing?
Yeah, sure.
Well, do you want it off or do you like it going off?
Bro, like, you know how close you have to get to this thing for it to go off? Like,
yeah. How tall is that ghost?
How'd you get so close?
Lick it before you touch it.
The essence method. In layman's term, basically, I'm going to be blindfolded. I'm also going to wear noise-canceling headphones, and I'm going to be listening to basically radio frequencies that switch between stations constantly.
Backwards.
And I'll be hearing whatever is channeling through this. So it'll give me random words while Selena's asking me questions, and then I will try to answer them. I don't know when she's going to be asking me questions, but I'll basically just repeat what I'm hearing through this device. Tap me when you start. Okay, I don't know.
Is there anyone here who wants to talk to us?
Creature.
Oh.
Creature, are you human?
I don't know.
What's your name?
Hello.
Hello. What's your name?
Here for a while.
Are you just passing through?
I'm here.
Who are you?
No.
How many people are here? How many people are here right now?
Tell me more.
Well, apparently this house is a portal, and a lot of things come through here. And there's a lot of people tied to the land and not tied to the land.
Trapped.
So you're trapped on the land. So you passed away here?
You.
Am I gonna die here?
Again.
Again?
Have I been here before?
I'm dying.
I was in the hospital tonight. Am I dying?
Emptiness. Go away.
Us? Or someone else?
Scared.
I am scared sometimes here because it's weird. But what's your name?
Stay here.
We're staying.
Possession.
Nothing here is allowed to possess anyone. We all have very high energy. No negative things are allowed in us or around us at any time. I command you out of this space always and forever. Only good things are left and will we speak.
Get out. Go.
Strong.
It's my house. You have to leave, not me.
I'm ready.
You ready to go? You can go.
Yes.
Your earthly ties are holding you here. They are not meant to be here. Do you see a light? There'll be a light somewhere.
Give me up.
You can go. Whatever is holding you here does not have the hold that you think. Do you see a light?
Chris.
Is Chris the light? You can't go into Chris.
Oh, sounded like Selena.
Whatever you are, you're not allowed to be connected to us, but it's time for you to move on. You can pass through.
Save.
We are here. Just save your soul and move on to where you're supposed to be. Do you see a light anywhere around you?
Sight.
Sight. Do you see light within your sight? Anywhere within?
Who is here?
Help me.
We're trying to.
Come with me.
We won't come with you. You're on a different plane of existence as us.
Underground.
We're not going underground. Where are you on the property? Where are you on the property?
Trees.
Trees.
In the forest. Are you an Aboriginal?
Ooh, I didn't like that. Ew, I gotta stop.
Okay, yeah, what did it say?
It literally, there was like a voice that went like, death. Dude, I don't like that. Some of it was so clear. It was so weird. I couldn't hear anything you were saying.
We were trying to cross something over, and then like it was like something didn't want it to go, and it like wanted to go in us. And we were telling the spirits like, you're not allowed in us. You are like gone. Only good spirits are allowed here, and it's like it was fighting.
Yeah, it's like multiple things.
Was it like different voices?
Yeah,
because that's what it seemed like.
So there was like a female one that was like, I noticed every time I was like, or like
she's the one who wanted to go to the light.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
Yep.
I don't remember what I was saying, but it was mostly positive, and then literally everything negative was in a male voice.
That was the exact same at the other time, the Estes method in the tub. There was this male voice who was gross, and he was just like, no, and stay. And
yeah.
But Leroy has let us know, like, don't worry about him. He's such a low-level spirit. The other spirits are, like, in a different plane where he has control over them. So whoever that was, she was like, I want help. I'm like, there's a light. Do you see a light? And it's like she kept almost seeing it, but then he kept coming through.
Yeah.
So then you talk about the land, and I said, where are you buried? And you said,
trees.
Trees.
And then I said, are you like an indigenous spirit? And then you're like, oh, I don't like this, I have to go.
That's wild.
It was intense.
I genuinely, on my mother's life, I could not hear anything Selena was saying, so I have no idea what was going on.
No, it's so bad. I want to hold your hand, and I want to hold Taylor's one hand, and I just feel right now that this is very important.
Okay.
Anything that we connect to tonight, we only can ever carry with us things that are good and things that are light. Anything that is negative or to bring us down will never be with us. You will always be banished from these premises, and our energy and our vibration is too high for you to ever connect to. We are only here for the light and the up, only things that want the best for us and the best for people around us. Tonight, you are not allowed to connect to any one of us, be an attachment to any one of us, or follow us anywhere. Our connection with all and any of you right now ends. Check it out.
Ooh. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay, everybody. I thoroughly hope that you thoroughly enjoyed this video. We enjoyed making it. I'm super excited to do more stuff like this. I really feel like Selena and I are just like connected with this stuff, and spooky sisters. But yeah, please like the video, and also tell us in the comments below what you thought of the video, stuff you'd want us to go check out.
Did you catch anything that we didn't?
Did you catch anything that we didn't? We'd love to hear about it. Maybe we can do a react video to this and watch it back. Thank you for being on my channel.
Thank you for coming to hunt my ghost house. And I'm like, it's great. Like, I'm not like in a great mood now, but
it's fine. We went to the hospital. We found ghosties. It was an epic video, and we're gonna go do something very similar on her channel very soon. So I'll keep you posted on Instagram, YouTube, all the other stuff. So make sure to follow me and Selena Spooky Boo on all the stuffs. And yeah, I will see your beautiful face in the next video. There. Bye. What's up, guys? It's Sam and Colby. We're here at Selena Spooky Boo's house, and we're gonna investigate to see if it's haunted. We love you guys. Look at Selena's stash. I mean, Colby's stash.
Colby has a
growing that up, bro?
Yeah, man.
Gosh, god dang it.
Whoa!
Dude! Oh, did you see that? Did you see that?
I'm like shaking right now.
Do you see my face right now? You see my face right now? We love you guys so much. I love you. Okay.
I look like Owen Wilson right now. Wow. Can you grab my phone? It's telling me there's something wrong with my sensor. What's the sensor for? My diabetes.
Me in the asshole. That's hot. Oh, shit.